Yayo, ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Because, you know, I have my notes on there.
If you can't remember everything that happens, is this from One Piece?
What? I don't know.
I didn't upload that, but here you go.
Oh, you did? Is it saved?
I don't know.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. It's me, Matt.
And me, Mike.
And this is a virtual tour of the One Piece culture, the One Piece anime specifically.
I feel like Luffy has ripped my virginity from my body.
Whoa. Much like
His water.
Genji from Chainsaw Man wants someone to do that to him.
Matt doesn't know. You guys, Matt doesn't know.
I don't know, apparently. I don't know what that means.
Matt doesn't know.
Anyway, hey, everybody. I'm Matt. This is Mike. I'm feeling really uncomfortable because I made a TikTok account for the podcast last week, and I was like, oh, it'll be really fun. I'm going to make a TikTok of us getting ready to record, and I've never felt more like an old man than I did.
The entire time me and the historian were just making fun of him.
Yeah, you can pretty much, it's posted. It's live on our
If you
TikTok.
listen carefully, you can hear us.
Fun Piece Podcast on TikTok.
Yeah.
Anyway, the historian is here. The historian is the all-knowing, all-seeing, all-listening, watching, reading, wikiing person who knows all the things about One Piece, and really is the reason that we started this podcast.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
We didn't want this, but she masterminded it.
She did.
Masterminded?
But it's happening, and it's fun, and we're having a good time watching One Piece for the very first time and reacting and getting to interact with all you motherfuckers. Sorry. Fun ones? Is that what we were going to call everyone? The fun ones?
Nah, you guys are...
The Funyuns?
No, they're motherfuckers now.
They're motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers. What's up?
One piece of fuckers.
Everyone, I need to talk about something serious, though, right now. I need to talk about something very serious. It has been 58 episodes since we last saw Buggy the Clown.
Buggy Report.
That's the Buggy Report.
It's the Buggy Report.
When will we see him again? We don't know, but we just watched episodes 102 through 111.
I've been off enjoying the smooth route.
I don't want to know what Buggy's been doing with the
Thinking
Alita.
about beating Luffy off. No, not like that. No.
Oh, bye, Buggy.
That was a beautiful
That was
message.
weird.
He sent that through transponder stamp.
Why was he little again? There's a video.
There's something with the smooth fruit just separated his body. We don't know.
I'm sure he'll be back next week.
I'm sure he'll be back next week for another installment of How Long Has It Been Since We Last Saw the Buggy Watch.
Bet.
There's not. That was a. I'm not. I'm gonna screen that call. Sorry.
Last episode of the podcast, we said we were going to watch 102 through 113.
And
we
we
fucked up because we were only going to do 10
I
episodes.
think I said that
and
because I don't know how counting works when you're also counting the. I don't know how counting
that was
works.
bad math. So we did 102 through 111. Not that we don't know if any of you are actually watching along with us.
I think they are. One of them might.
Yeah.
Recent listener. But she's not caught up yet, so it's
Fair.
fine.
But we appreciate you all listening, and yeah, we once again have 10 episodes to recap. And
Yeah.
boy, I feel like a lot happened, but not a lot happened.
There were fights.
I got really upset about some characters, and it's going to come out.
No, I'm curious. I feel
It's
like
going to come out.
I had fun, and I didn't get upset about anything really.
Yeah, you didn't get upset?
I don't think so.
I got very upset about Koza. I think Koza's dumb. Much like the rest of the rebellion. I feel like most of the rebellion in Alabasta are dumb. And if they had any common sense or logic, they would just understand that they live in a desert country and it doesn't rain that much.
Really, armchair rebelling
And-
over here.
And maybe
Armchair
they
rebel?
should go talk to someone instead of grabbing a weapon, you know?
I mean, he did go to talk.
Yeah,
I guess he was pretty heated in the moment, though.
he was. His stupid glasses.
I don't know why he's the one leading this.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get there.
Huh.
Episode. Historian, do you have anything to say?
Eating popcorn?
Eating popcorn.
I'm eating popcorn and soup right now.
That's really quiet. Really quiet.
Really quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Can you try that in your buggy voice?
My buggy voice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you do
try
a
that
buggy
in your
voice?
buggy voice?
We all have to do a buggy voice.
I mean, I haven't done a buggy voice yet.
I mean,
We just had Buggy on the phone, though.
We all know contractually, I don't have a contract with you guys. I never signed up for this podcast. Technically,
Not
I'm
while
not
you
a
were
part of
awake.
it. What?
What?
What? Anyway,
Both
episode
both of you are talking a lot of shit for people who fart in your sleep. Just saying.
Hey, I fart in my sleep and also giggle.
I fart and wake myself up.
I also did that on Monday. Hope all the listeners enjoy that. Should I edit that out?
No, fuck it.
Episode 102.
Return of the Millennial Dragons?
Oh, shut up. No, shut up.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't, but I don't want to even think about Warship Island. Get out of here.
Too bad.
right.
It's here.
All right. Anyway, it starts. We got Zoro, we got Man-sized Chopper, and we got Luffy.
I like Man Chopper.
I don't like Man Chopper
Because
at
you're
all.
afraid
I like
of
Round Man Chopper. We see
Round Man Chopper is-
later. I like Round Man Chopper. Round Man Chopper's fine. I don't like beefed up fucking Macho Man.
Oh, he's got like Wolfman energy, and I'm here
Ugh,
for it.
I don't like it.
Do you think it hurts when his ears change
Yeah.
and because everything changes? What if they added bone crunching sounds every time he transformed?
That might make it less bad for me.
Like whenever Luffy moves his hand before a fight, and you just hear every bone break.
Yep. Luffy did cactus drugs again.
Yeah, off screen.
It's really great. I very much enjoyed. He's just like running off in the distance, and then I believe Sanji goes, "How's he running on air?"
Yeah, he just runs. Do you think they added that in the dub because it was like
I feel like
an animation error?
I feel like it was an animation error, and then they just added that in the dub, and they all thought it was hilarious. So they
Yeah,
kept it
because
in.
he does run on air for a second, and you have the thought, he's running on air, and then Sanji brings it up.
Yeah, I don't understand why at this point they all they get separated, and they're like, "Oh, well, just follow their tracks in the desert." Why do they think they can follow each other's tracks in a windy desert?
I don't know. I think Nami specifically understands her character shield.
Yeah,
I think she gets it. She's like, they'll find us.
yeah,
She's like not worried at all.
yeah. I mean, Chopper has a keen sense of smell.
Yeah, I don't think she
So,
knew
that's
thought
fine.
of that, but yeah.
Anyway, so Chopper's under the sand. Zoro and Luffy punch each other in the face and then freeze.
Well, yeah, because Luffy thinks that Zoro is Scorpion and hallucinates Scorpion, but has never not Scorpion. I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat.
Yes, you're thinking of the person who's the bad guy, who his name.
Crocodile.
Yeah, his
different
name just
animal.
went out of both of our heads. Wow. Scorpion was in the last episode, and he's just a bad dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Mortal Kombat. That Scorpion is a good dad until his family is murdered by Quan Chi. But he hallucinates Crocodile. Don't laugh. It's very sad. It was Quan Chi disguised as the original Sub-Zero, goes and he kills all of Scorpion's village. Anyway, he hallucinates Crocodile. He's never seen Crocodile.
Never, not once. But somehow, he's hallucinating. Has he never seen him?
I don't think so. They haven't seen like wanted posters.
He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't never seen him. How did he know what he looks like?
Maybe he is precog.
Maybe that's what Vivi was describing to them the entire time they were on their way to Alabasta instead of all of the dangers of the desert she should have been describing to them.
Why didn't they just go straight to Crocodile? We'll get there. Do you think that Luffy passed the Goom Jabbar?
To get his lawyer
Then he's
degree?
got whatever powers Paul Atreides gets.
Are you making a reference to Dune because it's a desert island?
I've been scrounging for comparisons, but there's really not that many. I think this is a better story than Dune. Fight me.
Wow, you're gonna get some. people are
Listen,
gonna call
Dune
you
is a
out.
fucking source book. It is a D&D source book. It's not a story.
That's
If
fair.
it's in terms of story, it's like little bitch fucking his dad dies and then he wanders across the desert, fights Sting in a fucking Speedo. And that's it. There's big worms. He rides a worm.
Yo,
I couldn't finish that movie.
Sting.
I'm so fucking bored. I've got bad taste though.
No,
So
that's fine. No, that's I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I will stand by that though. It's
Hey,
that book ends with
I'll back
a
you up.
dictionary, Matt.
I'll back you
Hey,
up.
wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a
What?
second. Wait a
What?
second. Wait a
What?
second. Matt is the only person in the room who's seen Avatar: The Way of Water. Is it just wet dune?
Is it just wet Dune,
Avatar:
Matt?
The Way of Water? No, Avatar: The Way of Water. Hey everybody, this is a One Piece podcast.
Oh man,
I didn't.
Wet dune.
It's not
Is it
wet,
wet
dune.
dune?
It's not wet dune.
is there
No.
like a glarblar?
No,
is he
it's
the
more like a
Quiz
I don't know.
hot
I'm not
hotter blarg?
No, it's fun. I didn't hate it. It was fine. There's a lot of water. There's a lot of like gratuitous ocean B-roll. And a lot of head tails being attached to other things.
Oh, what?
Yeah. At one point, there's like this huge vor moment where the giant whale opens up to let in a teenage avatar Navi, and then he connects his head tail to like the glottis of the giant whale, and then sees a bunch of past imagery from the whale's past.
Why is the connection point inside the whale?
I didn't
James?
write this fucking
James
movie.
Cameron,
Jim
can you
Cameron.
answer?
Hey, Jim Cameron.
Is
You should
he-
watch One Piece.
Is James Cameron a furry?
I think Jim Cameron is he's Jim. We're good friends.
Jim Cameron.
Yeah.
I've never seen Avatar
This is a One Piece podcast.
or the second one.
We should watch them. It's kind of
I
fun.
don't know.
If you just take it
Matt,
for what it is.
there's so many things I want to watch that I
Yeah.
haven't watched.
I like to watch things with the curiosity of a child and just enjoy them for what they are. But sometimes if I watch them a lot, like One Piece now, I really start to dissect it a lot. And so I was dissecting this first episode of One Piece a lot.
Really?
Well,
What the fuck is
it was-
there?
this specific episode, they did like a lot of talk about the crew in general. Zoro talks about it at the beginning of the episode, and then fucking Vivi talks about it at the end, where they're talking about how like, what is teamwork? Is teamwork working
yeah.
together? Is it the traditional sense of like everyone working together for a common goal, or is it teamwork in that everyone has their own specific jobs they need to achieve, and if they all trust each other to do their job specifically, then it's true teamwork.
What did you think of that?
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that resonated with me in a weird way. It's not that you have to control a bunch of people and expect them to do their job. It's that you're trusting
Yeah.
individuals to do the best they can,
Yeah.
to do what they can the best they can, which
Yeah.
I thought was really cool.
I've had to learn about that in my own life. And
Same.
get past my own anxieties and be able to trust other people to do their jobs.
Yeah.
So,
It's
it's a beautiful, resonant message that Zoro gives us. And I appreciate it very much.
episode 103. No.
I mean,
Okay,
not
hold on.
much else
But
happens. Zoro
they-
falls down a hole. Luffy falls down a hole.
There was a good moment where it's like, you left Chopper up there. How's he going to find us? And it's like, don't worry, Chopper fell down too. And then he falls down.
Then they see a bunch of buildings with hieroglyphs, and I immediately thought of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Interesting.
Yeah.
What is the puzzle called in Yu-Gi-Oh?
The millennium.
Where have we seen a dome before?
I hate this.
Where have we seen a dome before in One Piece?
I don't know where.
Historian, where have we seen a dome before?
Where have we seen a dome before in One Piece?
Luffy's empty head.
That's pretty good.
You know what that is Latin for?
What?
Warship Island, where the Millennial Dragons live. We saw their dome where they worship. So the Millennial Dragons used to exist in Alabasta, and they created the Millennial Puzzle.
I was following you for a second, but then you said that, and I don't follow you anymore.
It all tracks.
It all tracks. Maybe they just like domes as a society. Anyway,
They do drop this like it seems like it's gonna be something.
it seems like it's gonna be a thing, and then they're like, yeah, whatever. And then we cut to Usopp, Sanji, Nami, Vivi, and Scooby Doo all stop at some other ruins, and they're like, we should be at Yuba by midnight. And then
Nami.
Vivi.
Oh, what? Oh,
What were you
I was
gonna
gonna say that Nami just says the same thing that Zoro said earlier.
Yeah, Nami says the exact same thing. Vivi's like, I gotta stop Baroque works by stopping a rebellion, which doesn't make any sense. And then Luffy, Zoro, Chopper just like fly through the air because Luffy punches a roof and Gum Gum springs them out.
Yeah.
And then
Zoro just being like, you just gotta accept it, kid. Does Luffy's brain work? Part time. Oh, Harrison Ford would play Zoro surrounded by
Yes.
Muppets.
That's very good. That's very good. Is there a Harrison Ford, like a young person who's acting who is Harrison Ford?
Yeah, the guy from Solo.
Tom Hardy.
Zolo?
Tom Hardy
Zoro?
Whoa.
Oh.
Tom Hardy would be good.
Tom Hardy would be
I
good.
would like Tom Hardy. The guy from Solo is fine. I like that movie. Again, I watched that movie with the curiosity of a child.
I want to watch that movie. He's got
I-
a four-arm monkey.
Yeah, I have friends.
That's all I want from Star Wars.
I have friends. This is a One Piece podcast. I have friends. I have friends who really like Star Wars. Some of them in a not
Healthy?
healthy way.
I don't think he listens.
And then myself and those friends have made Star Wars, and Mike included.
I was shirtless once.
We made some Star Wars comedy live parody kind of shows, performances. You can, if you scour
Don't.
the internet, you could probably find them. I'm not going to plug it though. Anyway, they definitely had some bad things to say about Solo. I like Solo a lot. It's a fun time. Anyway, that guy's not bad as
They had
Han
something
Solo.
bad to say about the children's movie franchise, Star Wars.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
know
give
what?
me your fucking hate mail. Give it to me.
give it to us. We'll talk about it. We got 2 emails today that aren't hate mail at all, and they're really wonderful. And thank you for sending them in. But if you want to send in hate emails, you can send it to funpiecePodcast@gmail.com.
Just put Mike in the title
Yep.
and some expletive.
Anyway, Vivi thinks the Straw Hats can help heal this country. End of episode. To be continued. 103. Can I say something right here, right now?
Okay, before the episode title?
Oh, say it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like
No, it's fine.
okay. Bon Clay, more like Bon Slay. I like Bon Clay.
I like Bon Clay
Especially when
too.
he kicks a kid.
I didn't like that. I didn't.
Give him the Bon boot. Sorry.
At this point, I wrote, "Did I black out? When did Luffy, Zoro, and Chopper get back with the crew?"
It was at the end.
Yeah,
There's oh, we're back.
I blacked out. I think.
Chopper's magical nose has saved them so many times. Thank God. I think Chopper's in this show because they realized they accidentally made every character completely navigationally challenged except for Nami.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to get around.
Well, because Nami's the navigator,
Yeah. Who doesn't know how deserts work.
so it's just like convenient that whenever the characters get lost, they just run into Chopper, and then Chopper's just like, "We're going this way."
Yep.
And that's it.
Because Nami's stinky. I don't like that I said that.
Luffy's looking at the paper that Ace gave him, and Nami's like, "Yeah, that's it." Or they're like, "Look at that paper," and he's like, "There's nothing on it." And they're all like, "What a waste of paper." And then he's like, "I gotta keep that paper," and then she sews it to his hat.
After Eyelash tries to eat it.
Yeah, Scooby Doo tries to eat it.
I forgot the background MVP of the last episode. It was sand.
Is that going to be this episode's background?
No, the Fear and Loathing turtle is back.
Bunchy.
Bunchy.
We love Bunchy. 2 days from now, Crocodile's arrangement will happen, whatever that is. Crocodile's officers are meeting at Spider's Cafe. Mm-hmm. Is Spider also the name of Paula, who is also named
Miss Doublefinger.
Miss Doublefinger?
How do you think she got that name? Yeah.
That's a great question. Does she have double the amount of finger? I looked to see if she had double the amount of fingers that a person has. She does not.
No.
Historian, why is her name Miss Doublefinger?
Is it sexual?
What?
Historian nodded.
You just nodded your head. What does that mean?
Miss Merry Christmas and Mr. Four also show up.
Is that sexual?
Miss Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
Smash. Mr. Two what?
You haven't seen her.
Paula?
Miss Merry Christmas?
No, Miss Littlefinger. You haven't seen her.
We saw her rip her regular clothes off to reveal more clothes.
Yeah. We haven't seen her power, though.
Okay.
We don't even know what Mr. One does, who's like her counterpart.
Okay.
He's a big beefy boy.
What if he's just buff?
I think he's just buff.
They don't all have to have devil fruit powers.
That's true. It looked like Mr. Four is like some sort of like musician because he had a big guitar in his back or like a sitar.
Oh, is that what that was?
I'm assuming that's what it looked like to me.
Huh. I didn't think too much about it. The show's going to tell us 5 times.
It's true. Paula
It's like,
runs.
he's got the guitar fruit.
Paula, aka Miss Doublefinger, runs the
can't.
cafe. Miss Merry Christmas, Mr. Four arrived. Christmas hopped the fuck up, and she's like, "I'm ready for this shit, Dad. Let's fucking go."
Give me some tea. Give me some tea. Something.
Mr. Two is teaching ballet outside.
Oh my god, I'm such a lovely dancing boy. He's the berries and cream guy.
He's the berry. He's the berries and cream
All
guy.
grown up.
Oh my goodness, berries and cream, berries and cream. He's a little lad who loves berries and dance.
I commented, I spent the past 5 evenings
Yep.
with Matt and the historian.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. I'll leave you guys alone. But I said something the other night that I was like, man, I hope that Buggy and Bon Clay get to meet.
Yeah.
Because I'm half convinced it's like the same voice actor. I don't know if it is. And then the historian made a face. And I found I can just figure out spoilers if I say something and then look at her.
Does Buggy show up in Alabasta?
Sand Buggy.
Sand Buggy?
Dune Buggy.
Dune Buggy! Dune Buggy! That's where the dune comes from.
You yell at me about being loud into the microphone.
Well, because your mic is very sensitive. I'm also very sensitive and being very loud, but I'm listening to myself. So I have to suffer through it all.
I'm trying to think in my brain if Buggy and Bon Clay meet. I know there's an arc where they're both there.
Bon Buggy. Bon Buggy?
Do you think...
Clay the Clown.
What would you...
Buggy the Clay?
That would be my ship name for him.
Buggy the Clay? Ooh. I like that. Anyway, Paula calls Mr. 2 a freak. Freak. Mr. 1's team shows up. What?
You know, he drags Bon Clay's crew that he beat the crap out of as
Yes.
they danced through the desert.
Yes. Mr. 3 is hiding
On a
outside
horse
the
with a
window.
name.
Mr. 3 is hiding outside the window.
Straight creeping with his big
Creeping.
hair.
And then Mr. 1 beats the fuck. He and what's her face start fighting. Is that later?
What? Mr. One and Bon Clay fight, and Bon Clay kicks him through
Through a wall. Yeah.
And Mr. One's not impressed by this, but still, holy shit, Bon Clay, your power is to copy people, but with the power of ballet. Did you know there was an
power of
issue
ballet.
there's an issue of Heroes for Hire?
Got those thunder thighs.
There's an issue of Heroes for Hire where Luke Cage and Iron Fist
It's a One Piece podcast.
and Daredevil had to take down a Russian mob ring that used a ballet school as a cover. And
Isn't that basically what fucking Black Widow, the movie's about?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Florence Pugh, though. And David Harbour. Everybody except for Black Widow. Fucking whatever. It's cooler characters. She's always been lame. I'm not going to defend whatever. I'm a secret agent. That dude can fly in a tin can. That's way cooler. Spider-Man. She-Hulk. Like, there's cooler fucking... Whatever.
We've talked about this.
What am I talking about?
You were talking about...
Oh, we have to get back to like 70s style Marvel tone stuff because can you imagine Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Daredevil try to fight a bunch of ballerinas and they get the shit kicked out of them, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe we can have something similar with
This is a One Piece
Bon Clay.
podcast.
This is a One Piece
This
podcast.
is a One Piece cod past.
Cod Past. Seems to be some infighting in Baroque works.
Yeah.
All Sunday sent Bunchy to go get the officers. We learned that Crocodile's home base where they've been at is at a town called Rain Base.
Rain base. I wonder if there's water there. There's a lot.
Probably. That's probably where all the dance powder rain has been going. But no one else in the fucking country seems to realize that the place with all the water called Rain Base is the place where all the rain is.
I don't think these NPCs are that smart.
Fucking Koza. Come on, dude. Use your brain.
Yuba's all dried up. Oh no, but Sam Elliott's there.
Bunchy moves on land and sea.
What?
Yuba's
the
been
worst
struck,
infomercial.
Yuba's been struck by a sandstorm, and Sam Elliott's there digging.
Sam Elliott. What?
And we learn that his real name is Toto.
He wishes he could bless the rains down in Alabasta.
That's pretty good.
That's good, right?
I was thinking this is I'm going on a tangent. I was thinking this might come up later in conversation. We keep talking about maybe possibly having a new theme song to the podcast. And I was thinking of you. I was thinking about taking because the Can We Get Much Higher song that is problematic because the creator but it also
So
was
we can just rip it off and it's okay.
Yeah. So I was can I give you a taste?
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if I remember all the lyrics I was singing. I was singing in the car, trying to like spitball some lyrics.
Okay.
Can we get more fun peas? Podcast fun peas. Podcast. Wait, there's more. I can't remember the rest. No,
keep going.
It's a virginal tour of One Piece with two idiots watching One Piece for the first time. That's it.
It's a parody, so we can do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What'd you think?
Let's do it. Can we do like a We Are the World style like chorus?
Can I get more fun peas?
Which one of you do I have to pay to concuss me so I forget the last 2 minutes?
I'll do it for free.
You're really regretting this marriage, huh?
No.
Do you want me to do to you what Luffy did to Vivi?
Yes.
Spoilers. No. All right. Anyway, here we go. Yuba. Old man at Yuba's digging, and he grabs a lot of barrels and throws them at the Straw Hats. The rebel base is now in... this is interesting to me. He says the rebel base is now in Kataria.
I
Stopped
paying attention to the names and just waited for the map at the beginning of every episode.
That's fair.
So it's really happening.
They say the rebel base is in Kataria, but then like later there's like the village of like Nanohana or whatever. Nanohana?
Yeah.
And that's where the rebels are. So like what the fuck happened to Kataria?
Is Nanohana the place they started at, like the first place they landed? Because that was close to where the rebels were located, wherever they landed first.
Yeah, but then like I don't know. It's very confusing. It's very confusing, folks. They're jumping all around. Anyway, it's fine.
My note for that whole explanation was Toto says some stuff.
Toto says some stuff. He recognizes Vivi and goes like, "Oh my goodness, Vivi, it's me. Do you recognize me, Toto? This is Koza's dad." And then he just says like he has faith in Vivi's useless dad, and most of the country has faith in King Cobra, but the rebels are amping up for one last fight, and that Vivi has to stop the rebels from tearing this country apart. And she says, "I'll stop this civil war."
You're tearing me apart, Vivi.
And at this point,
The room.
And then we see Koza. He's reminiscing about the child he beat up those 2 times.
Fucking hilarious.
He keeps. This is my problem with Koza. He's sitting in like the rebel base, being super angsty in the shadowy dark, not thinking about like what he has to do or like what actually is going on in this country. He just keeps like fucking reminiscing about this time he beat up this little girl 2 times and then like was kind of friends for a couple days and then went to go start a new town with his dad. He's not thinking about He's not thinking about anything.
Yeah.
And then he's just like reacting. He's just reacting. He's not using common sense.
Yeah, no, he's kind of like a
the
weird.
worst.
He's just a plot device character. He's like an item.
And I understand that.
It's an object.
I guess I was just hoping for a little bit more.
Well, given that we got like 2 episodes about him,
Yeah.
and the next episode starts and it's a bunch of like backstory stuff, I guess, kind of explaining a little bit more.
Yeah, like talking about him going back to Cobra to talk and stuff. But I'm just
Yeah.
like,
I guess that happens in a while.
it's so much, and I don't know if it's just like it's all plot device stuff, and I need to stop reading into it too much.
No, it's fair. It's again, I will always compare this show to Dungeons and Dragons because it's like
Sure.
you build like a team of overpowered superheroes who just beat the shit out of people and do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
And they keep splitting up, and you're like, stop doing that.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense because they did it. I mean, we'll talk about this later. Crocodile is like a very manipulative, really like kind of like intricate and manipulative character, and like has this like very intricate plot with all this extra shit going on. Like as it goes, you're learning.
How many
more and more.
years has it been since Vivi left?
I don't know. They say a few years. It's also interesting to me that like fucking Vivi and Igaram joined Baroque Works, but no one like recognized them. And we're like,
she put her hair up more.
Yeah. No one was like, oh, hey, that looks exactly like the Princess of Alabasta who we don't know where she is. And also Igaram.
Her 10-foot tall butler assassin second dad with the wig gun.
Who keeps saying, ma, 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 ma. Like, oh.
Not identifiable at all. That might be the bigger plot hole.
I think that might be the bigger plot hole. It's just like, I don't know. I obviously am reading way too into it, and this is funny because earlier I was saying I like watch it with the curiosity of a child, but also
I think like Koza like was really close to the royal family and respected them a lot and had like this moment of deep affection. Mm-hmm. And then he's just watching the king not do anything for years.
Yeah.
And that's building up and he's like, what the fuck? Come on, do something. So he's just so blinded by rage. He's like an Anakin.
Yeah, I just feel like if they used any common sense, they could see what the fuck is going on right in front of them. But I guess that's also a testament to Crocodile's evil genius in that, like, he understands that these people are hot in the desert and they can be manipulated.
And he protects them just enough to make it seem like, I don't know, like keep tensions down so they build up more and more slowly, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's doing any of this.
We still don't really know specifically.
He seemed like he was going to tell us.
At this point, I just was like, who the fuck are the rebels attacking? Are they attacking the king? Are they attacking Baroque Works? Are they attacking Crocodile? I don't know.
Yeah, I think the rebels and the king don't even know about, or they know of Baroque Works, but like, well, the rebels probably don't.
Do. By the end of these 10 episodes, they know because Vivi sent the message with Karu and everybody.
But the rebels definitely don't know that Baroque Works is even a thing.
Yeah.
Because there's Baroque Works billions in the ranks of the rebels.
Yeah. Keeping it going. Anyway, that's the end of the episode.
We're mushing things together the more we talk about this.
We are.
We just can't
104.
Friends that pirate together die together.
Yes. Everyone's fighting about sleeping arrangements. Sanji's perving it up, being like, sleep in my bed.
Hey, Vivi.
Hey.
Check
Nami, Vivi, you could sleep in my bed with me. And then Toto's digging. Luffy just criticizing him for his digging, and then he starts digging and filling Toto's holes. And then he sees that Luffy made a much bigger hole, and he's like, "Wow, what a good hole digger!"
This guy's so good. That tired boy, and he puts him to bed. There's a pillow fight.
And Luffy's there, and he looks up at Toto, and he says, "I don't want to work anymore, Grandpa." And Toto says, "That's too damn bad." But then he gives in, and he tucks Luffy in.
Is that when he takes a big bite out of a onion?
Yeah. And then he drinks some sploosh. This is the second time I reference holes,
and it won't be the last.
Yep. 2 suits, 2 tokens in hand. I got no respect because I'm the caveman. Got my shovel, shoes full of sand. Check out the tag, the name's Caveman.
Hey, historian, isn't that new One Piece game set in Alabasta?
That was Shia LaBeouf's part from...
We know.
The whole song.
I should.
Sorry. I apologize.
should know
Don't-
where it takes place, considering I pre-ordered it.
Huh.
I want to. It takes place after, in the story.
Yeah, I think it's like I saw a trailer with.
It is not caught up to modern One Piece.
It's not.
It is not.
Okay.
no.
Interesting. I saw a trailer with friend of the show guy who's filming our cooking episode. And there was like, I didn't know what was happening. I feel like it wasn't very spoilery, but it was definitely like the time jump because Usopp had muscles.
Gross. I don't want to
That's the
see
point
muscle.
of reference.
And there was like, they were like,
see
there's a lot of talk about the government. It was all the same shit. But I saw, I think Vivi was in it. But it might have not been Vivi because every woman in this show looks the same. How many people are we going to see who look exactly like Vivi? The same hair and all.
I think by the time you catch up in the series, you're going to be able to make a full Guess Who board game.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Goodness. You know where they might have a Guess Who board game? At Rain Dinners, the largest casino in the whole city of Rain Base.
Where are you? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gambling is king?
Yeah, where gambling is king.
Fuck. My notes were so much more bought into this than I thought it would be.
I like
Yo, what the fuck is up with this? What skateboard like stunt team filmed this scene because it was all fisheye lens for some
I
reason?
don't know. That was so fucking weird. I was like,
This whole meeting of Baroque Works was just
it's like weird fisheye.
I was waiting for Crocodile to try to ollie down a flight of stairs and then crack his nuts on a railing.
I wonder if like the animation got fucked up, so they're like, all right, we just need to make it look like.
It's like that time on Drum Island that it was 3D, like
Yeah.
PlayStation 1 graphics
What
for a
is
second.
happening? I was also very confused. All the officers are sitting at that table for a very long time, and they just didn't realize that Crocodile was sitting at the end of the table with his chair turned around.
It was very Austin Powers.
It's like no one was just like, who's that sitting over there?
Maybe he wasn't, but he just trickled in because he's Sandy.
Yeah. Crocodile says he doesn't seek money or status. He seeks military strength and something else. What is it?
Love.
What do you? It's. I bet it's the
How come
One Piece.
nobody's hugged?
I bet it's
Crocodile.
the One Piece. Do you think it's the One Piece? Is it the One Piece?
I'm calling it. The One Piece is buried.
Okay, so Mike, you think it's buried
Under
in the planet, It's the center of the earth,
yeah.
Hollow Earth theory, One Piece. Matt, what do you think
That's where
it
the
is?
dinosaurs are from.
I think the One Piece is in Shanks's wallet.
Bold of you to think Shanks has a wallet and he isn't one of those guys who just keeps it in a Ziploc baggie or like a single frail rubber band holding everything together.
He has one of those like coin purses that has like the little like metal snap thing, and he opens it.
Oh, but it looks like a little Sea King.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it's got a
Oh.
little mouth that
I bet
opens.
I bet it's that, but I bet his second in command, who holds the rifle, always hands it to him.
Yeah, and he's got the only things he has in his little coin purse is the One Piece, and then he has like a little drawing, like because obviously there's no picture. Oh, there are pictures. He's got a picture of his lost arm in there.
a photo of the arm before it got bitten off.
Yeah,
The One Piece in a single thing of like Burt's Bees chapstick, but it's lost the cap. It's
Yeah.
just loose in there.
and probably also like a bad picture of Luffy wearing his straw hat when Luffy was a child, but it's just one of Luffy's eyes.
Like out of focus.
And he's just like, oh yeah, I love that hat. Like he looks at the picture of the hat, not Luffy. He's just like, oh yeah. whatever.
Mike, I'm gonna
Two cough drops.
two cough drops.
What?
I'm going to kindly request you do a drawn-out series of if you ask the Straw Hats to empty their pockets, what would be in them.
Oh, we got to start that Patreon. How many of you would give us money to see that?
Yeah,
Drawn.
we've been talking about possibly making a Patreon. At one
Sanji would have
point.
so many expired
Yeah.
condoms.
We were talking about because Mike is an illustrator, a talented illustrator. We were talking about
I'm an
maybe
illustrator.
Mike could, if you all could vote on one lewd image that Mike could draw a month.
I'll just start doing the wallet pictures. That sounds great. But yeah, no, I will. Seriously, guys, think about it. You could have, if you just pay us money monthly, I would draw porn that you all vote on.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should.
How graphic should it be?
We'll look into that. I mean, it could be graphic.
Like
it's whatever
really
you
graphic?
want. It's up to you. How comfortable do you feel drawing like genitals?
One time in college, I drew a lady with a visible tampon sticking out, and I drew it, man. I drew it. I know everything that's going on in all places. I drew a guy that's I mean, it's part of the human. It happens, right? It's cool, and it was a good reference. I don't know if I'm ever going to draw that again or like have the opportunity to do that. What I didn't like was that there was an old guy who kept handing out his number to college age women. He was definitely in his like mid 50s.
Was he one of the models?
And he looked like a sexy Alex Guinness, but not like
Alec Guinness.
sorry. No. Alec Guinness. He looked like not like I thought he was sexy, but like sexualized Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ooh. I like it.
It wasn't good.
Anyway, was he one of the models?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Hey, you
A
all
regular.
you all just drew me naked. Here's my number." That's
all
weird.
just-
I don't like that at all.
The best part of figure drawing class is everyone collectively being like, when do you draw the penis?
But no one talks about it. They just like at one point everyone's just like looking back and forth like,
And
"Did
then
you
like
do
you
it
all
yet?"
nod in unison.
Did
And you're like,
Nice.
you never want to
Anyway,
be the person who drew it too detailed.
this is a One Piece podcast. We learned that all of Baroque Works' operations the entire time Baroque Works has been a thing, all of these operations have been in service of this one main objective, Operation Utopia. Which is to take over the country of Alabasta and destroy the country of Alabasta and something else.
Yeah. It's probably like his wife got a sand disease and now she has to live in sand and he's looking for a cure.
Yeah.
But he became sand in the process.
Well,
and now he can't live without sand.
Smoker says something later when he arrives. He says that Miss All Sunday's like bounty on her head is like 70 million berries. And I was thinking maybe it's like something really lame. Like he ultimate like Crocodile's real goal ultimately was to just get a bunch of like criminals killed, and then at the same time get 70 million berries. So like he just wanted to destroy a country, but also get 70 million berries at the same time. It's like a really bad, poorly written plot, but that was my thought.
Yeah, I mean, like
that's what they would do.
No villain has had a good reason for doing what they're doing.
Like Clawhador's shit was real bad.
Clawhador's shit was real bad because it seemed he was trying really hard to make it sound like it was a plan.
Yeah.
But it clearly wasn't.
Yeah. Which like ultimately I'm like maybe Crocodile did a really good job planning for like a bad singular objective.
Yeah. I mean, who else do we
terrible,
have?
but because he is working for the government, so maybe he just made this. He spent years making this side project.
He's got to have like he's got to have like a grudge with somebody,
probably
right?
Yeah.
Like, I used to be a little boy here and nobody loved me. I just wanted to play hoop and stick, and everyone said, "No, Crocodile, you're too sandy."
Maybe he and Koza are the same person.
will
Koza's
seal
made out of sand.
Oh, I wonder, maybe it has to do with the scar across his face.
Probably.
Maybe somebody cut him. Maybe the king cut him.
Maybe King Cobra cut him.
King Cobra cut him.
Anyway, moving on. Mr. 3 shows up. He's all bandaged.
Has Arlong had the best reason for being a villain in that it was at least he was just a Nazi?
Yeah. I mean,
which isn't a good reason for being a villain,
very
but it was at
straightforward.
least, yeah. And a loser. I mean, every Nazi is.
It's revealed to Crocodile that 3 didn't actually accomplish his task and kill Vivi and the Straw Hats. And
Yeah.
they're like, well, who the fuck was I talking to that whole time? It wasn't you?
Love how this confirmed Crocodile's the biggest fucking idiot. Is that you didn't catch that was a different voice coming over the snailophone?
I have a bit even bigger reason why it reveals him as an idiot. They acknowledge that Usopp is a pirate.
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Sorry.
Listen, it's the Krillin problem, all right? It's the Krillin problem.
Yeah.
Like, on the scale of a human, I think Usopp could probably kick my ass.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh,
he
yeah.
did single-handedly take out a fishman. If he applies himself, which I'm sure he'll do more and more,
Big
totally
lips Phil.
capable.
Big lips Phil.
But it's like, people shit on Krillin. That man could glass the planet.
He
with
could.
a thought.
One destructo disc.
Just no problem.
Yeah.
Fucking no. Mr. Satan...
Hercule Satan?
Hercule Satan could, at this point, take on everyone we've seen in One Piece. He's played up like a fucking bitch, but that man is, aside from Krillin and Yamcha, and I don't know what Tien is, the strongest human on the planet.
I
Right?
think
He got hit by Cell, full force, didn't die.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree that he is the strongest human in the Dragon Ball world.
You don't think he could take on Luffy in a fair, like, street fight?
No. I think Sanji would beat the fuck out of Mr. Satan.
That's true. Is Sanji the strongest?
We're gonna talk about this because fucking Sanji.
I feel bad for Zoro in that this dude works out all the time, and Luffy and Sanji, Luffy devoid of powers, keeps up with.
I got really excited. I feel like I've been going back and forth about Sanji since he arrived, in that I'm like, I fucking love Sanji so much, and then
I don't think that's going to change.
I don't think it's going to change at all. But also, like, more and more, I'm just like, fuck it. I just love Sanji so much. I'll ignore the simping. He's simping so hard, but also like, he's so fucking good. He's so good, Mike. He's so good.
He's very good.
He's real. We'll get there.
He's very smooth when he wants to be.
Mr. Two, smooth Sanji. Mr. Two has everyone's faces but Sanji's and Chopper's. Oh,
And
no, he does have
Chop-
Chopper's. He
but
doesn't
they're
have
just like,
Sanji's.
oh, it's their weird pet, so they
Yeah.
don't think anything of Chopper.
Yeah, but they don't have Sanji's face.
And they only have one of Chopper's faces.
Yep, and they don't have Karu's face. Anyway, Crocodile then grabs Mr. 3 and sucks the moisture out of his
Sucks
body.
Mr. 3 dry.
Throws him down to a giant banana gator, which is funny.
Kinda.
It's a banana with an alligator body.
Yeah. All the animals are just like a little off, except for camels. Well, no, the camel's the most off. Fucking Scooby-Doo camel.
Toto gives Luffy a little barrel of Yuba water that he got from the ground while everyone was asleep. And then the Straw Hats all start walking to head on their way. But then Luffy sits down and he's like, I quit.
Yeah. Crocodile also mentions being worried that if Vivi and Koza meet, it will, at the very least, confuse the rebels enough that they might not fight against the capital.
Which is fair, I guess, because she was his number 2 when they were children.
Yeah.
And he beat up a child. And obviously all the rebels, all 3 million of them or whatever, would remember when Vivi was a child and had a fun fake gang with Koza. Everyone would remember that.
Well, they do talk about it a lot, so.
Do you think Koza went around being like, hey, everybody, one time I had a gang with
That's what
the
Vivi did. Vivi was like, hey, Nami, this one time a boy beat the shit out of me. And she's like, that's a great story, Vivi. And she's like, and then? And it's like, you're still going. That's awesome. I'm on this camel with you.
I guess they live in the desert and like not much else happens, so...
I mean, it's like rule of thumb is like they left Drum Island and everybody stopped moving.
Yeah, that's fair. Luffy says bluntly, he's like, I don't really care about the rebels. I want to beat up Crocodile.
Yep.
The rebels and he's like, people are gonna die. That's just what happens. You can't stop people from dying.
Yeah,
I
background
don't
MVP.
care.
Luffy being competent for once.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's just like he's being a complete like realist person, and like Vivi's a fucking optimist, being like, if I go stop the rebels, everything will be fine. And Luffy's like, no, that's not going to take care of Crocodile.
He goes back to what Zoro was saying, where he's like, you have to trust us to die too.
Yeah.
Because we're here for a reason. We're gonna do it. So don't like start acting like everything's on you now.
Yeah.
Because you have grumpy swordsman who will 100% John Wick everybody.
He'll kill 2 million people.
the scariest line cook in the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
And
like,
Usopp.
and that's why she's not on the crew.
What if
'cause
Usopp
she won't
kills
accept it.
Crocodile?
I'll fucking love it.
Wouldn't that be?
It's not gonna happen, but it'd be awesome. That's why she's not on the crew,
Yep.
because she doesn't
She
trust.
doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it. She
doesn't
doesn't
get it.
trust everybody
No.
else. I love it. It's like going through this whole thing, and like Zoro cannot be bothered. Zoro's just like sitting like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking another fucking speech. I just want to go kill some guys.
Yeah.
And then she cries, and Luffy wants to kill Crocodile. Also,
yeah,
they
she-
and they get into a fight.
She
Vivi-
slaps him, and then he fucking Superman punches
decks
her.
her.
And then I also had the note slap punch, slap punch, slap punch.
Yeah, they just beat each other up a lot.
Oh yeah. He's like, oh, only you get to die. Friends die together. We're all gonna die.
Ducks fly together.
Ducks fly together.
Goonies don't say die.
Straw ducks.
Goonies
fly-
never say die.
I gotta go change something. Hold on.
Episode 105. Change of plans. We're going to Crocodile. We learn that they say it's a gambling town, and Nami is hyped the fuck up. Everyone is Nami's so excited to go gamble. Vivi's like, thanks, Luffy, for all this. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. And he's like, okay, then give me food.
My title for this one is I think that Luffy wants to kick Crocodile's ass.
You think?
I'm fairly sure at this point.
Interesting. We see Kateria. There's a kid who wants to join the rebels, and Koza's like, nah, kid, you're a kid.
Oh yeah, I wrote that. Koza denies a child a warrior's death.
Yeah. That child comes back, though. And
He does.
Do you think he
it's a
might die a warrior's death?
You know, there's always a kid
Yeah.
who's just like, I'm gonna fight the bad guy.
Do you think the person who voiced Kobe voiced that child?
I didn't think about it. No.
I thought about it.
Do you think it was the same?
I don't know. Maybe.
Did you catch Master Roshi as the
Yeah.
the guy, the
The fucking
casino dude?
yeah.
He's got crazy hair.
Hey there, Goku! You want to gamble?
Goku, I want to play craps. A girl was nice once to Koza, and he has thought about her every day since then.
Yeah.
The rebels.
Do you think he's celibate?
Yes, I think the rebels.
That's probably the problem.
I think
That's
the
definitely
rebels
the
are
problem.
like a weird, creepy internet like cult incel group.
They all just pray to a picture of Vivi every night.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. They're so gullible.
Gullible?
Gullible.
Gullible. They are. But you know who's not? Panda Man, background MVP. He came back.
Hey, what's up, Panda Man?
He's like dancing with some dude in the background at the beginning here.
You know who also is the greatest character of all time?
Is it Chaka?
No,
Is it Pell?
no.
Is it
It's the other very important character that arrives in that scene.
Dr. Tony Chopper?
No, it's Karu.
It is Karu.
Karu, the champion of the land.
Champion of the Sands, Karu.
Champion of the sands, champion of the land. He brings the news from Vivi to Cobra being like, hey, here's all the shit that's going on. I don't need to explain it over again.
Chugging that fucking water. Yeah.
Chugging that water. Igaram died a fucking hero. Ma. Or did he? And then they go to take his bandage off, and he won't take it off because
it means
friendship.
The power of friendship.
Yes. And then Cobra's like, gotta leave. And they're like, what about the rebels? And he says, doesn't matter if they destroy this palace. It's just a building.
It's true. He's a good leader, but also
A bad leader.
monarchs should die. He's got good thoughts, but bad practice.
Yeah.
He sure is noble about all the stuff he's not doing.
Yes, he is.
You think he would have figured out Crocodile was bad?
You would
He
think.
probably... No, I guess he didn't know.
Crocodile was just like weirdly saving towns, but also
Also owns a casino
where all the water is in
where
the country.
all the water in the country is.
And everyone's like, maybe someone's using dance powder. It's probably the king where there's no water, not the casino where all the water is.
Where he's got just an entire moat full of alligators.
Yeah. No, it couldn't be. Everyone's talking about how they're ready to kick Crocodile's ass. And then Zoro's like, assassination is kind of their specialty.
Oh, you missed.
But is it?
You missed Chaka and Pell get introduced.
We did miss Chaka and Pell get introduced.
Did you? I just had a note that Chaka looks like the dad from The Emperor's New Groove.
Well, Dalton?
Is that his name?
No, John Goodman.
John Goodman.
But they both kind of look like Dalton from Drum Island.
I don't think he looked that much like Dalton.
They're big boys with green on.
Anyway, Zoro
They're
says...
big boys wearing green. I mean, what else? What else is there? What else is there?
Like facial features.
Yeah, whatever.
Hair. Cobra sends his army to Rain Base.
There are so many. We always talk about this. There are so many characters that are introduced that like some of them are very important and some of them are not important at all. But they're given.
It's hard to tell.
Chaka and Pell, they were introduced. They were introduced, and I immediately was like, I'm just not going to care about these two because I spent too much time caring about characters that now do not exist.
And
now somehow they're both two of the most important people doing things right now, and I hate it. Just like, come on, give me a break, One Piece. There's so many characters.
So what the fuck did Zoro and them talk about?
They didn't talk about anything. They're just gonna go kick fucking Crocodile's ass. That's all they're talking about.
Because there was something that Luffy says, and I just had to note that Zoro and Nami are the only ones who can actually punch Luffy into changing his mind.
Yeah, I mean, he's just screaming, "Yeah, time to kick Crocodile's ass!" Yeah, and they just beat him up. Tashigi and Smoker are at Rain Base. Lol.
What?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny that they're there. Because then Luffy and Usopp come in.
Oh, yeah. And just start chugging water.
They're just chugging water right next to Smoker. And they're just like...
And he's just like, I'm going to get those straw hats. I'm going to rip his face off.
Yeah, I'm going to rip his face off.
He's going to do 20 years to life in a solitary.
Meanwhile, Luffy's just next to him chugging water. And then he just looks over and he's like, straw hat. And then they have a big chase scene. Chopper gets separated.
I really like Smoker chasing Luffy. I love just the little scamp, and then I was like, I'm gonna get you, straw hat.
Yeah, it's just a very fun, wholesome, enjoyable time. Sanji kicks all the Marines to fuck up real bad. Zoro slices up a bunch of Rain Base folks. Then Tashigi calls out Zoro, and he gets all whiny, and he's like, "You look like Kuina." She's the one person. She looks like her.
There's a lot of men who can't handle their specific history with women they met when they were 8.
Yeah. Is it going to be revealed that somehow she's related to Kuina?
Is she Kuina?
Is she Kuina? Is she basically Kuina? Why would they harp
Even
on it?
Zoro knows that all the women in the show look the same.
Your microphone is not on. It is?
It is.
I'm not getting a sig.
Says my microphone's on.
Did you change the channel?
No, it says it's
There,
on.
it's back.
Oh.
Huh.
It was just taking a hot second.
It's just taking a second.
Technical.
Sometimes Zoro's backstory is just Zoro's backstory.
Yeah.
Even
the
if
one
it's-
character.
Even if
The
it's
more
just,
you say that, the more I think Kuina's just going to show up and be like, Zoro, I'm back.
I want my sword back, Zoro.
I came back from hell and killed those stairs.
Yeah. It's a remote.
She's got to get her
She
revenge.
comes back and it's a flashback. It's her just like, just like chopping some stairs down. I love that. Is Tashigi related to Kuina?
See, that's the
Kuina's
look.
just been-
That was the look right there.
That was the look.
No, the look was I was trying to remember the name of the game. Kuina this entire time, she hasn't been dead. She's just been playing the build mode of Fortnite just so she can destroy stairs with pickaxes.
Okay, that was good.
Okay. Anyway. Episode 106.
I have one more thing. I like it when Luffy says ass.
Yeah.
He says
it a
ass
lot.
so much.
Kick his ass.
I'm like, I want to kick your ass, crocodile.
I like to think that once a day, Nami gives him a physical coupon and is like, Luffy, you get one cuss word today. What's it going to be? And he gets to pick one.
I like it. I like that. Zoro murders a bunch of dudes. Episode 106.
Villain does and says villainous things.
Yep. Zoro murders a bunch
Background
of dudes.
MVP, Panda Man again.
Panda
on the slot
Man,
machine.
machine. Zoro's murdering a bunch of dudes. Luffy's in the casino just
So much
screaming.
running.
Just
So much
screaming.
running.
Smoker catches up, but the government officials are like, "You're not allowed inside. No government officials inside this casino."
And then he's like,
What about
Fuck
fucking,
off.
What about fucking Crocodile? Crocodile's a government official.
they do know.
They know Crocodile is a
But he's not a
warlord
government-
of the sea.
He's a warlord of the sea. He's not a government official.
Also, how's he a warlord of the sea if he's not on the sea?
The island's on the sea.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Maybe it's seawater that they're surrounded by.
Straw Hats are going to VIP section because they are very important pirates.
But there's a pirate sign. Pirates go this way, or VIP go that way, and they go pirate way. And then trapdoor.
Crocodile really likes his trapdoors.
Like crocodile. I don't. What
He
is
has so many trapdoors.
Do you think they were both trap doors, and he just had two different rooms that they would fall down? Because like, what were the odds?
I think so. He's got those trapdoors, but then he also has a bunch of trapdoors inside of his like lair area.
He is like the show's playing it straight, but he does Dr. Evil stuff.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'm gonna feed my key to the crocagator, and then I'm gonna also set up a laser beam that's slowly making its way towards you as I flood the city, and also the moon's coming toward the earth. Like
I have this from
Do you
a
wanna-
later episode, but he was just like, I've locked you in this very special cell that you can't get out of because it's made of a specific ore
Dude,
from
that
part,
was-
part of
that
the
wa-
ocean that reacts just like the ocean does to people who have had devil fruits.
that was the most like your fucking monk player in D&D is just like kept doing shit you couldn't stop as a DM. So
Yeah.
they like oh, you fell down a trap door. There's no way you could have gotten out of that, and now you're in a cell, and it negates your powers.
He's like,
you can't do anything
And then
this time.
he's like, oh, you think you're going to get out? I have the only key to the cell, and I'm going to drop it down through this trap door, through into my banana gator cell, where there's a bunch of angry, hungry banana gators. Oh no, one of them ate them. Also, your country's about to implode on the other side of the country. You could get to it maybe, Vivi, if you leave right now. But wait, also this room is going to explode in a minute. Sorry, an hour. Also, never mind, I'm going to release one of the crocodigators, banana gators, and they're going to come up and try to eat your friends too.
And I'm gonna stand here for 30 minutes explaining.
And I'm going to stand here for 30 minutes explaining my entire backstory monologue intentions, but also leave out one actual objective I'm trying to achieve.
So then Chopper bumps into Tashigi. And he's very happy about the compliment that he's a nice little guy. And then he
Yeah.
calls her an idiot. He's like, I don't even care that dumbass told me I was good. And then Sanji's there.
It's true. Okay, we just skipped a lot.
What? No, we
Um,
got to the trapdoor. We jumped to a different episode. Is what we did.
Sorry. Vivi gets surrounded by Baroka agents, but they all get shot by Pell, who turns into a falcon.
Yep. Oh no, we also we skipped over the fact that Luffy, Nami, Zoro, Usopp, and Smoker are trapped in that cage. We kind of
Yes.
talked about that, which
Yes.
has magic ocean metal, and also Smoker has a stick made out of magic ocean metal that he wears on his back, and it's the most plot devicey thing ever.
Yes. Then Vivi gets surrounded by Baroka
Then
agents,
Vivi, yeah.
but they all get shot by Pell, who has the bird fruit. He
One
can
of-
turn into a falcon.
Yeah. Well, he's like bird fruit, falcon type.
Yes.
It's like one of 5 types. And it's like, why are you yelling this?
Yes. And then Miss All Sunday shows up, and we learned that she has the flower fruit.
Yeah.
Which for some reason means she can make body parts bloom like flowers.
Weird. She must have been confused when she ate that, and she's like, "I'm gonna have cool poison ivy powers." But then it was just like arms started growing everywhere, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah. What?
nasty."
Yeah, like the things you could
Do you think they die?
Is it just appendages?
Do you think she could just put boobies everywhere?
Well, that's hey
Is that
historian.
the first thought you had?
Historian.
Oh, I would
well,
put.
not
I
boobies
would
specifically, but
I would
like
stick my. I would have so many asses.
I just
sticking
yeah,
out
like
of-
so many cheeks.
and all fart at the same time.
How many? Is it just like appendages, like just arms or legs?
I would do so many tongues.
I want to say other things beside arms and legs specifically have been shown.
Like butt cheeks?
Butt cheeks.
Like and it's like,
Ears?
It's like 20 butt cheeks.
No, like eyes and ears.
Oh, so she could
Interesting.
use it to
I was-
spy on things.
I was wondering about ears. That'd be interesting. What about mouths?
I'm trying to remember
hell yeah.
if she uses it for that or not. I don't. No, I'm not saying anything because you guys are going to get weird with it.
No, I'm gonna get rid of it.
Orifices?
If I had this power and I was her and
Yeah.
I was intimate with another person
Yeah.
and they were about to
Climax?
no go downtown, I would put one of my eyeballs there. Just staring at him.
I thought you were going to say you're going to like make whatever, you know.
Or a tongue.
I was going to say if someone was about to go downtown and then you make another one show up in a different part of your body and you're like, oh.
Where is it? Where is it? Can she move around her own body parts on her body?
She can't manipulate what she has.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But she could
I
be
was-
all eyes. She could be a biblically accurate angel. Just a bunch of like arms clasped together with eyeballs on them.
It's a lot for if you create that many arms. That's a lot of armpits, and that's a lot of smell. I feel like it's a blessing and a curse to have the flower fruit.
She puts so much thought into what she does. So she does some MMA magic moves on Pell
Yeah.
to take him out. I would have just covered him with as many arms as possible, and he wouldn't be able to move.
Didn't she have telepathy though when she was on?
I
the
guess
boat?
she was using a hand, but we just didn't see it.
because it was foggy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I kind of like hit it.
Yeah.
I think her cowboy outfit looks dumb.
You're going to get so much grief for that, Mike.
Oh,
What did you say?
eat my gum butt. Her cowboy outfit looks stupid.
You're gonna get a lot of shit.
She
I-
looks
I
like a
the cowboy
fucking.
outfit.
She looks like a fucking like a stadium country music star.
Why is
Who's
she
trying to
have-
act like she's country but has never lived in a like rural place in her life.
Sorry, now
Who's to say Crocodile didn't pick that outfit for her?
I'm interjecting here because I'm using Mike's logic to try to draw some comparisons.
Okay.
Luffy and Ace both have jorts, so they're brothers. Ace and Miss All Sunday both have cowboy hats. Are they siblings?
Ace has a good cowboy hat.
They both have cowboy hats.
I'm
Are
just
they
saying.
siblings?
She's got like a shitty 10-gallon fluffy one. Wait.
Am I
Are
r-
skirts the shorts
Am I right?
of Alabasta?
Am I right? Is Oda
We're
just
right. We don't
We're
need
totally
to
right.
say anything. You don't have to say anything. We know. Monkey Dean
what
all
Oda-
Sunday.
Mike, or not Mike.
Podcast D. Robin.
You're Mike. I don't know who I'm even yelling at. Matt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you're right. I'm just going to say I've heard worse theories.
Portgas D. Robin. That's our thought. Hey, everybody, if you think that they're siblings, let us know on Twitter or at our Gmail or comment on our TikToks.
Yeah. Oh! And we'll tell you why you're wrong if you think that they aren't related.
Anyway, we cut back.
She hid the D.
She hid the D. Anyway, speaking of hiding,
What's up with you Ds?
Straw Hats. They're inside of a cage with Smoker, and then Luffy goes, "Hey, look, I'm Sanji." And he's pretending.
So fucking good.
Ooh, look at me, I'm Sanji. Vivi arrives and smacks Crocodile. He's taken the sand fruit. Operation Utopia is about to begin. Alabasta is about to be wiped off the face of the planet. End of episode.
There's no ba. I don't think there's any ba in this.
No, there's not.
Yeah, so evil, so bad.
Episode 107.
I don't think this title was good. It said Hoo Ha War. Who is it good for? Crocodile.
I think this is the one where Crocodile just like monologues the entire time.
You really fucking no-sold that one, Matt.
I did. I did.
No, it's fine.
Oh wait, no, this is where like shit's happening. Or it's kind of both. He's monologuing, but then like as he's monologuing, the things are happening.
Oh yeah, this episode had like weirdly good cinematography.
Yeah.
It was like they had like silhouetted scenes that were really cool, like big dramatic like pull. It stood out, which means the rest of the show probably hasn't.
Yeah. Rebellion's just about it's a bunch of angry people confronting the king.
Yeah, it's about losing faith or something. It Koza bullshit, right? Can we just summarize? Like,
Yeah, I mean the king is in Nanohana, which is not Kateria. Strange.
yeah, and it's
And he's apologizing, and at that point I was like, it's definitely Mr. fucking Two.
yeah, yeah. He showed up and it was
He kicks a kid. I kicked a kid.
Oh, background MVP kid who may be dead.
Hell yeah, he could be dead. Koza says, what 8 times, and then gets shot. He's like, what? Boom, dead. And then all hell breaks loose. Paul and Mr. 1 crash a giant ship into the town. Mr. 2 turns back to normal too early.
I forgot Paula's name's her and Miss Fingers. She wasn't off.
Miss Doublefinger.
Yeah,
the
war
kid
happens.
And then the kid is the only one with common sense, and he realizes that that wasn't the king. It was Mr. 2, but he gets beat the fuck up again by an adult.
Yeah, this kid having a bad time.
And then all the rebels are like, it was divine guidance. That big ship that fucked up our whole town is an armory ship. It's full of weapons, conveniently for all of us.
Yeah, they launched that ship.
They did.
Like a mile inland. You think that's his power?
Launch fruit?
Yeah.
Maybe. Possibly. Or they just built a ramp. And Rebel armies attacking Alabarn. They're heading their way to Alabarna. The Royal Guard are going to defend the kingdom. It's beginning.
Like, I guess Crocodile was like also explaining that this was happening to Vivi and Luffy, and they get so mad.
They're just really mad.
Livid.
And then Zoro's like, he's definitely stupid. That's why he's our captain. Because Luffy's like smashing his face into the grated.
Yeah, he's like trying to claw his way out.
And they're like, why does he keep trying? He's so stupid. I'd be like, he's stupid, but that's why he's our captain. And then Vivi falls out of her chair and starts like squirming on the ground. Mm-hmm. She's like, I'll get there. I'll save my kingdom. And it's like, you're on the ground. And I was wondering why Luffy can't just like gum shoot himself through the holes in the bars. Why can't he make himself thin enough and just like...
Doesn't it negate his powers?
But if he like slingshots himself, like he backs up and then like someone like stretched him and then shot him and he like through the big holes. I feel like he could do that. But it doesn't really matter. They're struggling. Yeah. Shit's going down.
Is this after Vivi came in and tried to cut Crocodile's head off, right?
Yeah, it didn't work.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why is she peacock themed?
What?
She's peacock themed.
Well, wasn't that her whole deal when she was Miss Wednesday?
Yeah.
Just
Wednesday
like
a peacock day?
Just like Miss Valentine is a hump day. Wednesday's a hump day. Hump day? Peacock, I don't know. Maybe peacocks.
Miss Valentine wasn't very Valentine's Day.
You say peacock, no one bats an eye, but you say poopcock. Everyone loses their minds.
Matt bringing it back.
We get a new end song.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love how these are all just bad. It feels like you went with your friends to do karaoke and you're like, I'm supporting you, but I don't know. Like, none of us have heard this song. Have you ever played the game Steambot Chronicles for the PS2?
No.
My
Never heard of it.
God, it's so good.
Oh.
If I described this game to you, you wouldn't believe it. People, go out and buy a copy of Steambot Chronicles called Bumpy Trot.
Find it.
In other regions.
Do it.
You play main character, Vanilla Bean. You wash up on shore. You lost your memory. I think, God, what is her name? It's like Connie or something finds you and you get into a mech.
Yeah.
And it's like a car. It looks like a car mech, kind of like Megas XLR, but like old time.
Megas XLR?
Megas XLR. Have you never seen that?
No.
Oh my god, so good.
It's
One of
a
the
One Piece
characters,
podcast.
but so you're in a mech and you're like going along, but then also one chunk of the game is like a music Guitar Hero, but only easy listening songs. You could also become a pool shark. There's like you have to date people. You have to. It's oh my god, Matt! It's the only game you need. What?
This is a One Piece podcast.
It's the one.
I'll check it out. Do you have it? Do you own it?
I don't think anybody's listening to this for One Piece.
Do you own that?
I own it. No, actually, I do have a legal. I legally ripped an ISO of it.
All right, that's
So
not-
there's. I have a physical copy, but I can't.
That doesn't sound like a legal copy of it.
Should we rip this from the? Nobody's gonna fucking listen.
No
to
one's
this.
gonna. No, who's gonna be like, hey,
Who made it, like, Atlas?
I listened to your podcast and you said
You know
have
what?
an
If you
illegal.
don't support piracy and you're listening to a One Piece
This is-
podcast, get the
we're-
fuck out of here.
We're all pirates right now. Look at us. You're listening to this. You're a pirate. You're
Bring
on the crew.
LimeWire back.
You're on the crew. Oh, fuck it. We should just call them crew or crewmates.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? We're
No,
fucking
hold on.
pirates
Wait,
here. Come
I mean,
on.
we should be choosier than that.
Yeah.
We know some of them.
Oh, that's true. They're not all on the crew.
No.
Maybe they are. Marines?
Are we just a 3-person crew?
We a 3-person crew?
And then occasionally we'll bring on like the one.
Sebastian? Are we a 3-person crew historian?
Who's the captain? You're the captain.
Yeah.
Pippa's the captain.
Oh,
Pippa.
You're looking
She's
for her.
the-
She's smushed in the chair.
Pippa.
she's the dumbest.
Pippa's a cat. She's also like Henry the cat. They are both cats.
Hey guys, tell us in an email who is what on the ship that is the Fun Piece podcast.
Oh.
Is there purring happening?
Yeah, there's purring.
Is it being picked up?
It is being picked up. That's very nice. I'm sure people will like that.
This is the ASMR segment of the Fun Piece podcast.
Wait, keep it going. Keep it going. I'll crank it up.
You want me to? Should I do the thing that the people on the internet do? They go like,
Okay, she moved. Sorry.
Stop it. Stop that.
have you not seen those on
I
TikTok?
have
Where it's,
seen
just,
the
it's some lady with like chopsticks and
Yes.
she's just going like, today I
Stop
went to
it. Please
the
stop.
supermarket and I got some eggs. They were very smooth.
They were smooth.
And then she goes, tick, 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 tick.
I went into the cracker section of the Stop and Shop, and I got some crackers.
You were looking at the figures for our listener base, man. I can't wait to see that fucking thing drop. Can you tell when people stop listening to an episode?
Yes, I can.
What time are we at?
We're
Okay,
at
an hour-
an hour
hour
17.
All
Hey,
right.
everybody. Thank you so much for listening
If
to the
you
podcast.
made it past that,
We really appreciate it. We've been noticing more people are listening, so thank you for spreading the word and continuing to listen. We're having a great time making this. We
Oh.
still have episodes to go, though. Episode 108.
Oops, Sanji is cool again.
Oh my fucking god, Sanji. All right, we can jump through this shit. A bunch of shit happens. Crocodile's being an
Yeah.
evil genius. Fucking dropping keys, banana gators. I gotta go operate my operation shit. He's been the one making sandstorms over Yuba this whole time. He's a very good fucking calculating villain, but he's also like kind of dumb, but also not. I don't know. I think he's a much better stupid fucking Klahadore. I think he's a better villain than Arlong as well, or at least on par with Arlong. Arlong has like very straightforward intentions. We still don't know Crocodile's ultimate intention.
Crocodile's way more intimidating.
He's
He's
very
a
intimidating.
scary villain.
Yes, and he's got a
Like-
devil fruit.
Yeah, Arlong.
The
I
other
was
two didn't have
not
devil
worried
fruits.
about. Like Arlong, because we get to see Luffy try to fight Crocodile and struggle.
Yeah,
The entire Arlong Park, it was like if Zoro was alone with this guy, Arlong would have been dead.
oh yeah,
Like, if Sanji was alone with this guy, like any of them would have been able to take him on single-handedly if they weren't like injured or something else wasn't happening.
yeah, oh yeah. But like,
Usopp could have killed.
yeah, but Crocodile is. I mean, he took on Big Lips Phil.
Yeah, the strongest fish man so far.
But Crocodile is very, very intimidating. Luffy says, "If I die, who else is gonna kick your ass?" Which is fun. Also, on top of the room, the room's gonna blow up. Here's a giant banana gator. the gators are lining up outside.
Stupid as shit.
But can
Vivi's-
you beat all of them?
Yes, but then Vivi's about to get eaten, and then there's a transponder snail. And who is on the other end of this transponder snail?
Nobody but Mr. Prince.
It's me, Mr. Prince. You could never guess who I was. I'm not Mr. 3.
Welcome to the. Does he say crap cafe?
He says, welcome to the Crap Cafe. It's me, Mr. Prince.
Your refrigerator's running. You better go catch it, ya mook.
Sanji's the only one who actually worked in a restaurant, so he has the most common sense out of any individual on the crew.
No, he's the most competent crew member.
Yeah.
It's like
Even when
Sanji, Chopper, Nami,
Yeah.
Usopp.
Even though he is simps so astronomically much, he's so fucking good. I'm back on the Sanji train. I love Sanji. Sanji's the fucking best. No one can fight me on it. No, even later when he like stops and he sees Nami and he's like dancing in the water, he's like, "Oh no!" It's so fucking funny. It's
Yeah,
good.
I feel like he's probably gonna get worse. But
Probably.
right now, all he wants is love.
Yeah, he doesn't even want any reciprocation of intent.
Yeah, it's like he just gets off on being enamored.
He wants to be simped for.
Yeah, he's the fucking.
He wants attention.
He's that skunk from the Looney Tunes.
Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh, beautiful.
Wait,
Oh,
don't
my
people not
beautiful-
like him?
I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe.
he cut because it was.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Hey, folks, if we shouldn't, if we should
shouldn't
not,
talk- I don't
if
know,
we
we
shouldn't
should-
like Pepe Le Pew, let us know. Historian, should we not like Pepe Le Pew?
I mean, he doesn't actually like sexually.
Cancel culture, get Pepe Le Pew.
I feel like there was a moment that Looney Tunes 2 Back in the Court came out. LeBron James.
one.
I think they canceled Pepe Le Pew and they tried to cancel
Daffy Duck.
Speedy Gonzalez,
Oh.
but they're like actual like Latinx people came out and they're like, no.
We like Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, who's the comedian? The like fluffy guy.
Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah, he was like, don't take Speedy Gonzalez from us. He was like the only representation I had as a kid. Because I think he voices him in stuff now.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. I can't speak for anybody.
Pepe Le Pew was written out of Space Jam 2.
Wow.
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture got Pepe.
They cancel culture got Pepe Le Pew, but then like literally every other like intellectual property that Warner Brothers had was in the background of that fucking movie.
Yeah, we're not. How is Rick and Morty not cancelable?
Anyway, we're gonna come back to One Piece. This is a One Piece podcast. No one knows who I am other than that I own this casino. I'm a local hero. I have sand fruit powers, and that I can create sandstorms and not die when getting stabbed. No one would ever suspect me, Crocodile, as the bad guy in this country.
Nobody.
Vivi runs off to try and get help after getting uncuffed and getting away from the Banana Gator. Crocodile's out front of the casino, and all the billions are fucked the fuck up. And then he starts chasing off a figure that he believes to be Mr. Prince.
Fucked up not by who you would think.
Yeah. Then we see the big bridge from outside of Rain Base going into Rain Dinners blow up.
It's a bad name for a
And
casino.
then everybody's there, and then all of a sudden... Bum, bum, bum. Oh, wait, no, it's like jazz. It's like...
Yeah, it's like the is it the Sanji interlude that plays?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Sanji's there with some cool fucking glasses. And I don't fucking care.
They're
Sanji's
not.
the fucking best.
The glasses are they're blue light filter glasses.
Yeah. And he's just sitting there in a slot machine like, oh, hello, princess. Should we take care of business? It's so fucking great.
Mr. Prince.
I don't care. Mr. Prince is back, baby. Episode episode 109.
Titled Mr. Prince, a.k.a. Tony Chopper.
Yes. Where'd you get those glasses, Sanji? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no, do you think he had them?
I think he had them the whole time.
Background MVP for episode 109 is Smoker's second cigar. For the last one, it was the dude voiced by Master Roshi.
Hell yeah.
Who worked in the place. But yeah, Smoker's second cigar.
I think Sanji always has those glasses in his pocket, but he is embarrassed to wear them in front of the rest of the crew, so he only puts them on in front of the women.
Do you think the 2 times Sanji's been in bed with a woman?
He's been in bed with a woman?
Oh, definitely. He's a line cook. Nobody fucks more than people in the food industry.
That's fair.
Do you think... I worked in the food industry for a week. I know.
I worked in the food industry I worked at a restaurant / hotel / room service for 4 to 5 years. And then I worked at an ice cream shop for another 4 years. So.
You're a sex icon, Matt.
Look at me go.
What were we talking about?
Never mind. I was going to say something.
No, say it.
Chopper's a round boy.
I said my dumb shit before. I think I said things that I shouldn't say.
No,
you probably
fine.
cancel me based on this podcast.
You did say a lot of bad medical advice.
Oh, yeah. Don't vaccinate your kids. Why do you bring it up?
Chopper's a round boy, and that's my favorite form of Chopper. Round boy Chopper. Is that an official form?
Defense point?
Round boy.
It wasn't defense point because that's when he's a little poof ball.
Yeah. No, he's just like a big round boy.
I think he was human Chopper, but he
Had, like, a
was
lot of
like just
clothes.
thicker and he Popeyed his forearms.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can do some freaky shit.
Yeah. He's
He's
doing
a
that.
doctor.
We say Dr. Anthony Chopper and Sanji doing their whole plan leading up to Sanji meeting up with Vivi in the casino.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Nami's getting the gator. What?
What? No,
Meanwhile-
I just said it was really cool when Chopper was like
Round boy.
scared and he was like, I gotta do the best I can, as much as I can, or whatever. And then he just starts Zangief lariat
Oh my God.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you afraid of anyone? You just
Yeah.
destroyed all these people.
Do you think he used a rumble ball?
I don't.
Yeah, just base level Chopper.
I think he would have talked about it for a while.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's an anime.
Nami, meanwhile, downstairs getting the gator to attack the cage, and then Luffy and Usopp and everyone joins in. They keep calling the gator a banana. Smoker's concerned that because Crocodile has teamed up with Miss All Sunday, that they might move on to the world after taking over Alabasta.
Which is like a weird fear to have.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't think Smoker would know about, like, Hawkeye Mihawk.
I
And
mean, I
there's
think
no
he definitely does.
fucking, like, it's like, oh, yeah, he's going to, like, roll out and then Hawkeye Mihawk is going to be like, no. I forget what he sounded like, but I assume it was like that. You will not base. It's Mihawk Mihawk.
Is Hawkeye Mihawk French? I don't remember.
I know he was
Do you
like
remember what his voice
a
sounds like?
vampire.
I thought he was just like a deep, like,
I think he was, but
you did a good thing over here.
I think calling Hawkeye Mihawk French would be an insult to Hawkeye Mihawk.
he's
be a good way to die.
He's a vampire, though.
Are all vampires French?
No.
Why wouldn't they be? Raphael from the Soul Calibur series is a vampire and French.
I don't think Hawkeye Mihawk is French. I don't know if there's an official, like...
Yeah.
I
don't-
Yeah.
I don't think all vampires are French, because I think vampires are from Transylvania.
That's reductive.
Or they're from Seattle.
Is that a Twilight reference?
Yeah. Smoker's concerned about all that shit. Sanji stomps the gator because he's so fucking cool.
He
Um,
upward stomps the gator.
When women are in trouble, Sanji kicks it into high gear, literally. And then he says, "Come and give me your damn bananas." Smoker points out that the gator swallowed the key by his growl. They beat that one up, and then fucking
a giant ball comes out, and everyone and their fucking mom is like, "Is that the key?" It's like, what?
And then it's the wax ball, and it opens up like a fucking like hot chocolate ball.
Mr. 3.
Mr. Three's inside.
It was one of those Kinder Ball things where there's a little toy inside.
Yeah. Wonder, wonder, wonder. What's in a Wonder Ball?
Wonder Ball, that's it.
Yes.
Choking hazard.
It's Mr. 3 being a creep.
Nobody dies unless I see a body go underground, fully cremated, and it shows me in animation their skeleton melt.
And you know what we have to say about that? Hashtag Kawina's still alive.
Hashtag Queen is still alive.
Hashtag Kawina's still alive, everyone.
Hashtag.
We haven't seen a body. Kawina's still alive.
Hashtag everybody's still alive. Like I need to see organs coming out of them. They need to
Except the only person we've seen dead is Bellamere. Bellamere's definitely dead.
maybe
We've seen a grave. Bellamere's
that's
shot
true,
in the
that's
fucking
true.
face.
Bellamere's super dead.
Bellamere's
Grave,
super dead.
funeral procession,
Kawina, not dead.
not dead.
Not dead.
Who else didn't die? Probably a lot of people.
Anyway, also at this time we had a long Mike and I watched the last couple episodes of this for this podcast. And we were the rules about water and people
they're
who have
really
taken
weird.
devil fruit need to be clarified.
Because Luffy can't stand in water without getting tired, but Mr. Three's totally fine.
Totally fine to use his powers and shit while he's just like knee deep in water. Just like whatever.
Like, because it makes sense if like their muscles would have to lock up.
yeah.
But-
Maybe it's because he's a young boy. Maybe he just hasn't honed his body enough.
I guess. He also like clawed at the cage for a while and like powered through it. So I guess you just deal with it.
I don't know. Because he also like was fine, and then someone reminds him, and then he's like, oh.
I'm tired.
Anyway, it was really great then because we just like we just skip two big fights.
It
like,
just shows Mr. Like they're Usopp is like, oh yeah, hey, he can just make a key out of his wax.
yeah.
So it just cuts to him opening the door, and you're like, what? And then it shows that Sanji just kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, and then they get out of the cage, and then immediately it's like all the gators, and then we just see Luffy right after just like being like, crocodile. And,
Yeah.
like, the gators are all like fuck the fuck
Yeah,
up.
he's like, send me more.
There's no point in showing these fights at all because they're just too powerful. So it's
Yeah.
just like we're just gonna skip those. It's funny.
Yeah, the room explodes. Luffy has Zoro save Smoker, and Smoker is confused. And then they stare at each other after Smoker's like, you guys
Yeah.
go.
As you said, the after school special music plays.
Yep. No, this is different. It played romantic Disney movie music
Oh yeah.
during a sunset with these two staring at each other. And Smoker, with one cigar smoking, reaches down and then brings a second cigar up to his mouth.
And then he's like, "Get out of here, straw hat!
Oh my god.
Get out of here!" And then he sends him off.
I am the law.
End of episode.
Episode 110, stabby, stabby, crabby, crabby.
Straw hats are running. Chopper's riding a giant crab. Somehow?
Absolutely no selling these days. What do you think of that one?
What?
Nothing. I don't care anymore.
Stabby, stabby,
Background?
crabby,
No,
crabby?
I don't care anymore.
Stabby, stabby,
I
crabby,
don't fucking
crabby.
care anymore, Matt. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I liked it.
No, it's fine. Background MVP is the fucking crab.
Crab. That's a really horny crab.
Horny crab.
It's a really. I like your titles, Mike. Don't run away. I'll find you. Don't run away.
Alcohol?
What?
Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Do you want more alcohol?
Sure.
Okay.
So Chopper shows up, running a giant crab, and I'm like, and then immediately I was wondering, I was like, did Scooby Doo / Eyelashes a camel fuck this crab? Because I was like, he makes like this face when he was like, oh, this is one of Eyelash's friends, and then like Scooby Doo the camel just makes some weird fucking faces.
They got like a weird animal orgy cult going on.
Yeah, and then as they're going, all of a sudden, Crocodile's hook comes flying out of nowhere and grabs Vivi right off the back of the crab, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Vivi!" And then Luffy immediately, without talking to anyone, just Gum launches himself and replaces Vivi's body hooked by the hook with his own body and throws Vivi back onto Horny Crab.
Doing great, Matt.
I'm doing great. And that's it. Then they just keep going off, and everyone's like, "We gotta go back for Luffy." And then, or Vivi says, "We gotta go back for Luffy." And then everyone else on the crew is like, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's just gonna go fight Crocodile, and it's fine." And then Sanji says some shit about how Vivi started this fight against Baroque Works years ago, but she's not gonna end it herself because there's a crew around her, and she has to trust them. They bring in that element of trust once again. That crab's real horny. Did we see this crab ever again, historian?
Sanji definitely kills and cooks him.
What? Really?
No, I'm just bullshitting.
Oh no! I was kind of. He's got a lot of personality and seems to have a really wonderful romantic relationship with Eyelashes the camel.
Oh fuck! I put too much whiskey in this.
Okay. Whoops.
How'd you guys like that entire segment where I wasn't really in it?
It was just
We were
me
talking about
recapping.
that before.
What? If
we-
it was just me doing the podcast
Yeah,
by myself?
I mean, legitimately, Matt does 95% of the work for this podcast. I just show up and eat their food.
Yeah. But hey, you know who also showed up? Miss All Sunday when Crocodile was about to beat up Luffy. And you know what Crocodile does? He calls Miss All Sunday Nico Robin. Who was right? We were right.
You were right.
We were right.
I mean, it was pretty obvious.
It was kind of obvious.
I can't wait to see a big blue-haired man and be like, I wonder who he is and if he joins the crew. I can't wait to see a skeleton and be like, who's that? I don't know what his name is.
I don't either. I keep calling him Johnny Saxobones because that was a D&D character that
What do you think he's
someone used for D&D.
What do you think he's gonna sound like?
Johnny Saxophone?
No, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think he's gonna sound like?
I think he's going to sound like he's going to be like,
Hey, it's me. I'm a musician. I've done my best musician in all these years.
Can I tell you a spoiler? That's not really a spoiler, but it's going to get you specifically excited about him.
is his name Johnny Saxophone?
No, but he's voiced by Whis from Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay, so that tells us what he's gonna sound like. He's gonna be like, "Hey there, Straw Hats!
Straw Hats, it's me, Johnny Saxophone.
Look at me! I'm a skeleton." How accurate are we?
Watch me play the xylophone on my ribs.
Hold on, what do you think Frankie's gonna sound like? That's Frankie, right? The blue hair dude? Yeah, what do you think he's gonna sound like?
Frankie?
I think he's gonna be like,
I think he's going to be like Johnny Bravo. And just be like,
no, oh man, yeah. Check out my hair.
are we correct?
I'm a
Yes. All right.
Oh man, you can fucking look at an anime person. That's why the 4Kids dub's so good. Is because you look at Sanji, you're like, he might have a French accent, but he probably just sounds like a guy. But then like the 4Kids dub, he's like, what's going on? You're like, I didn't expect that.
Vivi started this fight. We're gonna finish it together as a crew. Let's fuck this crab.
You guys is all toast, and I'm the toaster.
Anyway, so
They fight.
They fight a bunch. We were wondering.
Luffy punches him. Listen, Luffy punches him a bunch. No, there's a quicksand, water from Old Man, gum munch munch.
Yep.
Luffy's arm gets dehydrated. It's fine. There's a sandstorm sent to Yuba. Luffy gets stabbed, which is canonically the least effective way to kill somebody.
It's true.
That's why Kalina had to get killed by stairs, because if she stabbed herself or something like that, wouldn't have worked.
But she's not dead.
Blunt
Hashtag
force
Queen is not
trauma is
dead.
the only way to kill anybody.
Well, I mean, Bellamere got shot in the face.
By
Arlong.
a flintlock pistol, right?
Yeah.
Which is a ball, technically blunt.
Just a very forceful, blunt object. We were wondering at this point, is the hook for Crocodile like a conduit?
Yeah, why wouldn't he would just be able to make a hand?
Yeah, like he should be able to just make a hand.
Yeah.
Unless like you can't do like maybe like before, if he lost the hand before he took the fruit.
Yeah, I guess that there'd be no reason for him not to be able to
But he gets to
make
lick a
himself look
hand.
like other people too.
That was something I was thinking about too. I was like, why can't fucking Crocodile make himself look like the Straw Hats? Why can't he like make himself look like Cobra Nefertari?
Do you think he's gonna do the Mummy with Brendan Fraser and make a whole sandstorm, but it's gonna be his face swallowing?
Oh, I hope so.
The Going Merry
I hope so.
as the Going Merry. Do you think they put wings on the Going Merry?
I think they attach a balloon to
Yeah.
because that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Not really, but like
like a hot air balloon kind of.
yeah,
Balloon.
but it's on the
And it's just a big Merry face.
yeah. Or like it's just like a big maybe it's just Luffy. Luffy's just
Yeah, trust me, Luffy. We're just gonna fill you with
Luffy
helium.
just inflate yourself like a parachute, and then they're just building a fire below. Anyway, Luffy's dead. Maybe end of episode. This is a long episode.
Yep.
We're at 140.
Oh Jesus Christ! Episode 111. Ma, 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 ma.
Ma, 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 ma. Oh, the shouts of joy I had at the end of this episode.
Oh my God, we got very hyped. Background MVP is Karu's Mighty Ducks.
Yes.
We'll get there. We'll get
Karu's
there.
Mighty
Oh,
Ducks, so fucking good. Oh my god. Toto found water, but no, the sands are coming.
Luffy still alive.
Getting Crocodile wet.
He gets a little bit of water on Crocodile's arm and then grabs it, and Crocodile goes.
Yeah.
So we know.
We gotta get him wet.
You gotta get Crocodile.
Gotta get Crocodile
sopping. Wet. You have to get him moist.
wet.
You gotta get him moist.
And then Luffy gets dropped back into the quicksand, and he's getting all sandy and bloody and messy and gross, and he sinks into the sand. And then Toto stands tall against the sandstorm, but then Yuba explodes.
It does have. He's like, "Don't worry, I will stand against this sandstorm," and then it's like cut to Death Star explosion.
Yeah, but it's the entire town just exploding, and it's like, oh, ooh,
Ooh.
Toto might be dead.
Good thing you were the only one there.
Didn't see a body though.
Didn't see a body. He's fine. He's Sam Neill.
Explosion is not blunt force trauma.
Usopp tells a crab story about why crabs are bow-legged.
So, yep, and then Zoro's doing lifts with Eyelash, the camel.
There's a part where it shows them all sitting, right? And Zoro's the furthest back with Eyelash on the sword. He's like lifting Eyelash, who's on the sword. And Vivi is just in front of them.
Yep.
But in the perspective, the animation was happening in front of Vivi, so she was further forward in the perspective than Zoro and Eyelash, but they were still in front of her.
Yeah,
And it was really fucking
it was
weird.
very strange. It's very strange.
That's not important to the
At
plot.
that point, though, Nami was like making a weird face as well. And her
Oh, I
face,
missed that.
Her face looked all fucked up.
Was that when she had a big forehead? Or is
Yeah.
that- Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nami had a big forehead. Everybody's got receding hairlines sometimes.
Only sometimes, though. Scissors, the horny crab.
Scissors. I think Nami's bad at naming animals. She names them like a fucking like
I think
when
it's
you
just
you
whatever
let your-
comes to her head
you
immediately.
let a child like your child's like, what do you want to name the hamster? And it's like, Bitey. And it's like, really? What?
I think she can only think of things that were inside of that room that Arlong locked her in for like 20 years.
You think this is her trauma like
yeah,
reawakening?
like she's like, oh, I used to like she probably had like a pair of scissors that she called Krabby while she was like in there, or like when she would like drop an eyelash on the thing, she'd be like, oh, it's Camel, the eyelash. So now it's just like reverse naming of objects because she's like, oh, one day I'll get out of this room and I'll name a camel eyelash. And one day I'll meet a crab and name him Scissors.
Oh my God, is this like that one movie where the girl was like living with her dead parents and she like created this whole imaginary world?
Matilda?
No, it's like
Beetlejuice?
Matilda. No, it was with the girl
It's
who
definitely Beetlejuice.
It's not Beetlejuice. No, her yeah, well, her surrogate parents are dead, but she's doing fine.
Anyway.
Tidelands?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, that's Tidelands, 2005. Tideland, watch it. It's good and sad.
Okay.
It's got it's got Jodelle Ferland in it and Jeff Bridges and Jennifer Tilly.
Oh.
And Dylan Taylor. I don't know who that is.
This is a One Piece podcast, though.
Listen. This is our secret plan to get all the One Piece fans to partake in other media.
It's true. We're helping.
We're helping.
We're helping. We're helping, historian.
Go watch
Wait,
Thailand.
Why are you gesturing at me like this is like community service?
Well, you finished all of the One Piece media,
Yeah.
except no, you didn't, because you just found like a new phone game,
I did
and now
find a
like
new
that's your
phone
new.
Oh, does that
game.
have like new plot in it?
No, it's not like Kingdom Hearts where the mobile game is the
Oh
most
my
important.
God.
Fucking off.
Mobile game is the most important.
you wanna
Spoilers for
get-
Kingdom Hearts 3.
do you-
Everyone. The mobile game is the most important game in the entire canon series of Kingdom Hearts games. It's ridiculous.
Should we get really baked and you try to explain all of Kingdom Hearts to me?
That might be a fun Patreon episode if we ever do make a Patreon.
I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I didn't play Kingdom Hearts
Should that be something
5,000
you can
over
make a
7 days.
365 over 7.
Yeah, you know that.
It's fine. I don't think I played that game either.
Oh.
No, I played Birth by Sleep, and then I played
Okay.
1.
Which one's
and
that?
2. It technically starts canonically before game 1. And then
Save this for the Patreon. Save this for the
yeah, save
Patreon.
it for the Patreon. we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll do a Twitch or something. I don't know. Content. Anyway, Nami takes her clothes off. The crab moves faster because he's a fucking horny pervy crab.
Yeah.
Oh, I skipped over. Sorry. Smoker has to go off and do some business, so he leaves Tashigi, and she's like, what do? Do I go after the Straw Hats, or do I go to city and help Alabasta? And he goes, rely on your sense of justice. And then he starts up his fucking motorcycle and
My
takes
God.
off
And he's
into
got
the
the
distance.
goofiest pair of fucking goggles.
So good.
I'm not gonna lie, Smoker might
Smash.
suck.
100%
Listen,
smash.
Oh, smash. Sucks that he's a cop. Not great, but
But he's like a cop, but like only because
he's technically a Marine.
he's technically a Marine, and also he's
more John Cena than
he's
cop.
he's like a mercenary who is like, I gotta get some shit done, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a cop for a bit, but then I'm gonna leave.
I'm a big Judge Dredd fan.
Yeah.
Go read it.
Yeah.
It's not too far off from One Piece. Listen, I've noticed two things. Judge Dredd did it, and One Piece did it before a lot of things.
It's true.
Judge Dredd specifically. Jurassic Park, Judge Dredd did it first.
All right.
Do you want me to explain that?
No, I don't. I don't. I just want you to leave it. If someone has an interest in question about how Judge Dredd did Jurassic Park first, send us an email or send us a message on Twitter or comment on the TikTok.
It was during the Cursed Earth saga.
Anyway, all of them end up in the water because the crab doesn't want to go in the water, and then they're about to get eaten by a giant catfish monster. But the Kung Fu Dugongs show up and they save the fucking day. And they're like, oh, they were just saving their fellow pupils. Because the Kung Fu Dugongs believe that the whole Straw Hat crew are just learning under Master Luffy, which is fucking hilarious.
Very good.
They got to get to Alabasta, and then Karoo and his super special duck force show up. The Flying V.
The Flying V.
The Mighty
Oh my
Ducks,
God, they're so good. The
Haru.
one with the backwards baseball cap.
Oh,
There's
so
one
good.
with like a little, I don't know, it had like a cowboy hat with sunglasses, and then
Yeah.
it also had sunglasses on.
Yeah, so good.
It was like the Correa of ducks. Oh man.
Correa ducks.
Luffy yells meat. In Japanese, I learned it sounds like no, I shouldn't say this
You
part.
shouldn't say this part. You shouldn't.
There's
say
a
this
video.
part. It
You
doesn't
can
matter
look-
if there's a video. Hey, folks.
I'm not gonna say the
You
word.
don't do it.
I'm not gonna say the word.
I don't think you should say it at all. There's a controversial video of this scene on the internet. If you want to look it up, go for it. But we're not going to be a proponent
Listen,
of it.
I'm not going to say it. Some words in some languages sound like different words in other
They
languages.
do, and we are not going to.
It's just there's a video, and it was the only thing I had known about One Piece for a while.
Now we know so much more.
I
and
do.
It's good.
Thank God.
Miss All Sunday uses arms to lift Luffy out of the water,
Yeah, Nico Robin saves Luffy.
and then she says,
What's up with those of you with the name of D? Name of D.
"Why they always got to
I
fight?"
guess that kind of makes it so she's not so related.
Maybe, but
She would know.
maybe she is. Maybe she
Nico
is.
D. Robin.
Maybe she's a cousin. Maybe she's related. Everyone's related because it's the Skywalker saga. And everyone's related.
Pell shows
name,
up.
the D saga, if you will. The
Oh.
saga of the D.
She has a car that's also an alligator.
Yes, she does.
And we both saw that and started cackling.
It was great. And it was like revving its foot. It was like,
so good.
which is very good. Pell arrives. He's not dead.
Yep.
She takes off in her race car Banana Gator. And then we cut back and we see Miss Merry Christmas and 4, and they have Cobra Starship Nefertari prisoner. They have him prisoner, and they're like, well, I want this thing to pop off faster. But it has not yet. And then we see a picture of the map, and we see all 5 different parties all heading towards the city of Alabasta together. And then what do we see? We see the savior of the kingdom of Alabasta. Igaram is alive.
Garapoi,
Were you going to say something?
Should we change what we dress up as?
Are you regretting getting us
Introducing.
into One Piece?
Are our takes what you expected?
Do you think we get really excited too much about it? Yeah, sorry, too many questions.
Should I draw Igaram fucking Mary?
Yes.
All right, so yes about the drawing, but are you historian? Are you enjoying our excitement over things?
Oh yeah, no, it's very good. Like I think I said before, I think what most fans of One Piece who are caught up are looking for is other people experiencing One Piece for the first time. So we get to live vicariously through you.
Did you have as much hype about Igaram still being alive that we did as you saw us jumping up and down on the couch?
Or are you a bad person?
No, I like Igaram. I think Igaram's fine. I don't think I mean, Matt, you acted like you just won a game show
Yeah.
when Igaram showed.
I love that. I love that Igaram went for Matt from being like, oh, this guy just wants to. He's like a MILF hunter. That's why he's going. That's why he always goes, ma, 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 ma. That's why he's like this weird horny man. And now you're like, no, wait, I love him.
Maybe he's still a MILF hunter.
He probably is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all of Alabasta wants him or wants to be him.
Yeah. He's going to, when he fucking shows up, whatever episode it is, everyone's going to be like, fucking Igaram's alive! The savior of our kingdom!
Smash or pass? Igaram.
Smash. 100%. Smash.
Historian.
She's laughing. I'm turning around to look.
There's got to be a joke about something with pulling the stupid little ribbons on his neck during it, right?
It's like opening a present.
Do you think when he gets like all hot and bothered, it spins around like a
Do you
propeller?
think, do you think like he's all like blistery from like getting burned up in the explosion?
He looked fine.
Like, do you think like when
We
he takes,
saw him.
Do you think when he like takes his shirt off, it's like in you know, like the movie Pay It Forward when what's her face has sex with Kevin Spacey? I know we're not supposed to talk about him anymore, but like his chest is all like blistery and burnt. Do you think it's
Don't.
gonna be like that with Igaram?
No, maybe.
I still smash.
I don't know how to go with this bit. I'm
If he
so
was,
sorry.
if he was still blistery, I'd still smash.
Started thinking about the
Anyway,
movie
that's
Moon.
it. We did it. We did it. We're going to pass 2 hours.
Yeah. No. There's a sudden unpredicted message coming through the transponder sale.
What?
It says, it's from friend of the show, KC.
Oh shit!
It says, do you think Mr. 3 uses his wax fruit powers to give people Brazilian waxes?
Wax fruit powder to give people Brazilian waxes?
Yeah.
I don't think Brazilian waxes specifically. I think it's wax fruit powers to just give Mr. 3 waxes.
Brazilian waxes. Brazilians wax like his genital.
Is that what it? Because
Yeah.
the Brazilians like when you like do everything, right?
I think so.
Is that what it is?
Historian?
Is a Brazilian wax when you get like everything waxed? Is that like everything? Like the booty hole too? And the nipples? No? Okay. I don't know anything about waxing. I've been my legs been waxed once.
Oh.
Just like a strip of it. and it was funny. This just got weird.
Yeah, I got quiet. I was reading a thing. It's not because I wasn't like.
Historian, do we have the game today?
It's fine if not. I don't really give a shit. I forget to put it on Twitter.
The game.
Or should
We do have the game today.
Does anyone like the game?
The game today was actually submitted by KC.
Oh, wait, there's a different game?
No, it's a game.
It's the same game.
Oh, it's the same game. Okay. Well, one person cares about the game.
I just didn't prep and didn't save it to my computer.
That's okay. I'll describe the rules of the game.
I bet it's episode 1000.
All right, so folks, the game that we play every episode, which is a visual game, which I guess doesn't really work in podcast
I think it
form.
was a bad idea.
If you don't like it, let us know. The game consists of historian or one of you could submit a screenshot of a scene, a screenshot of something from an episode of One Piece, and then Mike and I have to guess what the screenshot. This is a different.
It's Bellamere.
It's Bellamere.
It's just a picture of Bellamere. Wait, isn't that? Fuck. Do we have to remember what episode that was from?
So sends us a screenshot when we have to guess what episode number it's from. This is a screenshot of motherfucking Bellamere. So now we have to guess which episode that this is from.
Is it from?
This is fun though. Don't look at your notes. That's cheating.
No, you didn't say that.
That's cheating.
You just explained the rules. You didn't say I couldn't look at my notes.
Can I look at my notes then?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Okay, I'm gonna look at my
Kobe and
notes then.
Helmeppo.
We're both cheating now.
It's fine. We got a vamp. Hey, Matt, what does the Constitution mean to you?
The Constitution.
I shouldn't
of
do that. I
One
stole that bit
Piece.
from a different podcast.
I don't like that at all.
I don't fucking know. 20, 24.
24?
Yeah, I'm not looking
All
at my
right.
notes. I don't want to like spend this whole time looking.
I don't
through my
either.
notes.
I'm gonna say episode 38.
It's gonna be episode 1000, isn't it?
What is it?
Okay, hold on. What were your guesses again?
24 and 38.
24, 38.
What do we got? What do we got?
This is from episode 203.
No! It's from the future, but it's fucking Bellamere. Bellamere's alive?
Bellamere's alive.
Bellamere's alive.
Maybe her Force Ghost
Confirmed.
comes back.
Fuck. That's exciting. I like Bellamere. Bellamere's great.
What's that sound, Matt? That's another transponder thing. Which
Folks,
one do you want to read?
I'll read Lloyd Sheffield's.
Okay.
I always read Eleanor's. Hi, Eleanor. Hi, Lloyd.
What's up?
Folks,
fools?
we've got some emails, some transponder snails from listeners like you. So we're gonna read them out and talk about them. Isn't that exciting?
Are you asking me or them?
Both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
So our first transponder snail is from none other than friend of the show, longtime listener, Eleanor.
Eleanor. Should I read this? Should I get Buggy in to read this? Or would that be unlistenable?
I think it might be unlistenable.
Okay, yeah, let's not do that.
I'd say like choose maybe moments that Buggy might
I'm
want to
not-
come in.
No, Buggy, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here!
Get out of here, Buggy! You- What?
I can't do it.
Get down when I'm dead!
There you go. You did it. That's serious.
Eleanor writes, Happy New Year's and welcome to Alabasta. It's because like the A, R, and the L and different stuff switches.
Yes.
Like Zoro, Zolo. Just listened to the last couple of Fun Piece episodes and have some things I want to touch on. Firstly, Naruto. And pretty much all 3-syllable Japanese names are pronounced with stress on the first syllable only.
Naruto.
Naruto. Secondly, Kureha gets a smash for me too.
Smash.
Good. Now, allow me to gush about some other characters. Karu is the best bird, and I'm happy to hear you're fans of him as well. Or him of two. Bon Clay is awesome, but no, he's not really two people. Well, I mean, he can disguise himself as any number of people, but he himself is one. I don't think we ever explicitly learn why he doesn't have a female partner, but one common theory is that it is because he has a feminine side himself, and therefore doesn't need a separate female to aid him. That, or it's because of his power, or both. Crocodile is so cool. Even after all this time, I think he's still my favorite One Piece villain. Oh, okay, that gives me hope.
Oh.
And that's not for lack of great villains in later arcs. Croc's just the coolest one in my book.
Interesting.
Also, did I dream it, or did one of you mention potentially wanting a new theme tune for the podcast? You did not dream it. We talked about it today, some episodes ago. If you ever do feel like you want one, I'd be happy to sing one for you. Just let me know and give me some kind of idea of what you'd want for it. Well, you got it.
Hey, we're workshopping it. I do like your idea of doing a "We Are the World, We Are the People" kind of thing. What if we all do it?
Matt, what did we just talk about unlistenable?
Sorry. Yeah, we don't want unlistenable things.
I mean, I'm guessing Eleanor is like a capable singer.
Yeah, not like
if
us,
they're offering,
or me, or our other singer.
The respect I would have
We
for
appreciate
you.
the singer though.
I mean, I will respect you no matter what. I would be so just stunned if you sent in something and it is just like the worst singing. You have no idea how proud I'd be of you as a human. Just going in with the utmost confidence. But I'm going to guess it's going to be this stunning thing. But yeah, no, do it. We'll take anything for free. We're shills. Sponsor us. Where was I? If that's the case. Though, if you'd rather stick with what you've got, that's cool too. Is it? Just thought it offer. You don't have to take me up on it. Yeah, we take what we get and we don't get upset. Speaking of
I like
theme,
that rhyme. That was good.
I came up with that.
Put it on the song.
Shut the fuck up, man. Trying to read here. It's really hard. Speaking of theme tunes, though, Believe was my favorite. That's the opening number 2 for One Piece, the one that Matt doesn't like.
Yeah.
Believe was my favorite One Piece opening for a long time. It was only beaten for me once. I reached episode 747 by what is still my favorite now. I'm not sure when or even if you will hear my favorite One Piece ending. Heck, favorite One Piece song, I'd even say. Because it was only in the show proper for the original broadcast of one single specific episode.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? However, it's also been used for a number of TV specials, which is how I was first introduced to it. I'm too completist to not watch the extra stuff, canon or not. Here's to another year on the Grand Line, Eleanor.
Heck yeah. Here's
Badass.
to another year.
They, them. Important. Pronouns.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Thank you. Badass. Yeah, if you want to make music, I'll draw something if you want it. Exchange. Art exchange.
Art exchange, yeah.
Trade goods.
Yes, trade those goods, baby.
Let me know if you want to see fucking.
Who do you want to see having a consensual?
We gotta take over the Fun Piece subreddit.
Yeah. Who do you want to see having consensual relations together? Mike will draw them, and they'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, is that the band, the blocked number snail phone?
maybe, but yeah. This is a message from none other than Lloyd Sheffield, the voice of the theme song currently.
Bless.
The subject line of this email is "Do you guys?" And then the message says, "Do you guys remember in Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door when every time you complete a chapter, you go back to the main city of Rogueport and you could talk to Luigi, and Luigi would tell you about his adventures, which would basically be a mirror of your own adventures? I like to think that Tiny Carpenter is having his own parallel adventure to that of the Straw Hats, or kind of like a Lion King 1.5 situation."
That was like almost one sentence.
That was almost one whole sentence. Lloyd Sheffield, thank you for sending in that email. I think it would be really fun. Is it Minatomo? Minatomomo?
He's just my little guy.
Little carpenter, little guy.
I love him.
I would love to get like a whole, just like, what are his adventures going on?
Do you think we get big enough that I could ask Oda if I could make a comic book about Tiny Carpenter?
I mean, I feel like you could just make
hold
one
me
yourself.
closer, Tiny Carpenter.
That was nice.
Thank you.
I feel like you should just make your own. That could be on a Patreon.
I do a fan comic about Tiny Carpenter. All the fucking throwaway background characters that we adore.
Yeah, it's just like them and like Hiking Bear and like the panda. Just
Panda Man.
Panda Man. All like maybe they form a crew.
Oh
all
my
together.
god, they'd be unstoppable. And they're like, we're gonna kill Luffy.
Could Laboon be on the crew?
No, they're just like on a quest to fix all the doors that Luffy breaks.
I love that.
They're like stalking the Straw Hats. They're like, wherever they go, destruction follows, and we must fix the doors.
Fix the doors. Anyway, hey everybody, thank you so much for listening. It's been 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Fuck.
Our longest podcast yet. I think we gotta figure out shortening this. Maybe are we doing too long?
Maybe we shouldn't go on fucking tangents in the first episode we're talking about, Matt.
Maybe. I don't remember what I went on a tangent about.
You didn't, I did.
Anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for listening. You should definitely follow us on all the podcast things. Give us some ratings, if you will. We saw some of you have been giving us some 5-star ratings, and we appreciate
thank
those
you.
because that gives us more visibility and more listeners. And it seems like there's more of you happening here. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening. I hope you listened all the way through this 2-hour ordeal. Also, you can follow us
At Fun Piece Podcast
Podcast.
on Twitter, at Fun Piece Podcast on TikTok.
Yep.
And email us at funpiecePodcast@gmail.com.
Send us a transponder.
Send us a little transponder
And
snap.
also, especially this week, it is currently Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Welcome to the new year, baby.
Well, you're going to hear this on January 4th.
You're going to hear it tomorrow. Anyway, in a couple of days, we're going to be recording a video of us cooking some recipes.
Not live. It's going to go on to YouTube
It's going to go
after.
onto YouTube after on our YouTube channel at Fun Piece Podcast.
We'll figure out live stream stuff.
Yeah, but
That'll
we're gonna be dressed up as Mary and Laboon, and we're gonna cook a couple recipes from the official One Piece cookbook that Sanji himself wrote.
And we're going to talk a lot about how Sanji might not be a very good chef.
It's true. Yeah, we don't think he's actually a great chef. Most of his seasonings are just salt and pepper, and we're
Fucking
very
great.
concerned he doesn't know any other seasonings. Anyway, so we're gonna be doing that.
just need the salt.
But if you have any questions specific that you want us to answer about, like how we're feeling about specific things, or specific characters, our thoughts on them, or like if you want to give us weird questions about send us some smash or passes on like a bunch of characters that we haven't talked about. If we want to smash or pass, just send us some questions, because we're going to be doing that in a couple days, and
If
we
you-
would love to have that on the video.
You want to know more about us as people?
Yeah, or just
send
as
in
people.
questions
That's
and we'll
cool.
answer them.
Yeah.
Totally candid.
And then we're going to post that on our YouTube channel, and then if it is okay audibly, we might release it at some point audibly on the podcast.
It's a big maybe.
It's a big maybe. But anyway, it'll be up for video. You'll see final face reveal for Mike. You kind of, if you go on the TikTok, you can kind of see my face, or on the Twitter, there's a blurry photo of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for listening, everyone. This is a very long podcast, but we love you all so much. And
Do a quick pop, 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 pop.
see you later, everyone.
I don't like the smiley face that's on your laptop.
Hey, everybody, we're back. We fucked up and didn't say what we were watching.
Get out of here, Matthew. You dolt. I shall flashily present what comes next. Next time on Fun Piece. These dolts will be watching episodes 112 through 121, and we hope that yours truly shows up flashily.